beings, so I'm sure they regrow. Could you just do me a solid heal?
Bro, can't you do us a
That's why I
solid
said
and
do
just
mine.
sell
Why do you
your
think I
internal
volunteered
kidneys?
mine?
Also, that bee hairstyle is like the most Slayer-ass hairstyle I think I've seen in a game.
To be fair, Slay's hairstyle is just
Uh.
so hard to replicate in any game for some reason. Because you're not doing the twin drills. That's the main thing.
Huh?
Because the thing is, like, Slay's hairstyle is like a mixture of like those drills that you see on some anime girls, but at the same time not. I don't know how to best describe it.
They are more loose.
Yeah, they're like looser drills. Yeah, that's a good way of explaining it.
See, I like the looser drills because it allows them to bounce more up and down like springs. And I don't know, I just feel like that really elevates her pretty princess aesthetic.
Fair.
No, that is honestly completely fair. Alright, so... you want to say something, Slayer? Go ahead.
I hate to hijack session, but I feel I'm going to do some hijacking of session.
Oh god, what are you doing?
Me and Grave have made so much B-lore!
Alright, let's hear it. Let's hear the B news.
1 second. Wait, stop. There you go. I need to make one small adjustment because I thought of something super cool when I woke up. And I'm going to quickly, there's a lot to this now.
I'll most likely get an update tomorrow for the models. I'm excited to see Brit colored. Because so far we got Giuseppe, Bonnie, and Mary got colored. I'm just waiting on Brit.
My chaotic ass character.
I just love the fact that Bribs is just... It feels like his neck is just extending for no reason.
When he's screaming, that's how it looks. Canonically.
Canonically. Hold on. Behold, chat. Bribs screaming. A god of chaos made flesh screaming into the void.
Every single time.
Okay, I want to share the bumblebee with the Brib too. Where should I post this?
Hold on. I'll just add a chat. That's just, homebrewing.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. The homebrewing chat.
Where did you put it?
Oh,
homebrewing.
Yeah, it's right there.
So if you would all indulge me, please check out the bumblebee.
Alright, one moment.
Grave, I managed to take us from 2.5 pages to... We are now, like, borderline 4.
Damn.
Okay, Bumblebee, race trait, fate charm, natural blessing, nature's blessing, age.
None of that has changed any. The new stuff starts at the racial feats.
Okay, racial feat. You may pick a racial feat anytime you would normally pick up a feat. Flight of the Valkyrie. You have been trained in skirmish warfare and expert at wearing medium armor. Wearing medium armor does not reduce your flying speed. You may disengage as a bonus action. You gain 10 feet of movement. Oh, that's the only racial feat. Okay.
For now.
Okay, home and origin.
You know what you hear when you hear them coming?
What? God damn it. I should have guessed.
Yeah, it's called Flight of the Valkyries for crying out loud.
But they very much have that, like it's funny because they fly in squadrons, but each one is an individual combatant.
Okay, let's see. Cheat? No. No knife for you.
If you've already read History and Origins PB, that one hasn't been changed.
Yeah, I figured. Life in the Hive. Blah blah. Daily. Sweet and daily. Sweet and deadly. Making weapons and armor, maybe due to them not having innate offensive spells like other Fae. Perhaps it is due to social memory.
There's also stuff, Grave, you haven't seen yet.
Oh, you've added even more.
Yeah, I told you.
Hive Fleet Military.
No.
What?
Read it again.
I Fleet Militari.
So I remember, I have trouble reading words at the best of times. Military. Military are typically a happy and peaceful race. When threatened, the Bumbalari military, the military rises up, assembling into swarms to overwhelm any foe, both might and numbers. The military uses various tactics, such as beeline formation for soldiers in leather armor carrying long spears and large shields, form up lines 8 across, 4 deep, 4 high. Supporting the bee links from the rear is their telebees, who use far sink stinkers to provide covering fire, while inside the hive's strata bees work tirelessly to God damn, this like just full of puns.
Mm-hmm.
Yes!
Are the
That's beautiful.
bees who don their heavy amber plate wield great stingers as they ride atop the giant honey badgers. They support the drones with cavalry charges when facing large enemy forces. Okay.
Oh, Grave, could you take over for the reading Hope Majesty of the Queen? Because I want to see your reaction to it. Well, I guess hear, because I can't see.
Mm-hmm. Page is taking a while to load.
You smell like a while to load.
I'm just amazed by how fine-tuned the Blib's sense of smell is, and the sheer variety of things he has smelt. To
What
be able
else?
to recognize that, I'm just like, wow.
What else do you expect from a guy? Also, the Amazing World of Gumball coming back.
I
Yeah.
heard about that. I
That-
actually need to watch. I need to watch the original because I did not watch
Yeah,
it.
no, they're the first teaser for the new Amazing World of Gumball series has been released. It'll be coming soon to Hulu and Disney. With them waking up after 9 years of sleep.
They would
That
do it
is-
like that. They would just be like, yeah,
Yeah.
they've just been asleep this whole time.
Yeah, no, literally, the trailer is them. Darwin and Gumball have been asleep for 9 years. The entire world is covered in a thick layer of dust. Gumball wakes up. They're both like dried out from how long they've been sleeping. Before Gumball sneezes and everything returns to normal. As Darwin looks
What
at
I
the
will-
alarm clock, drops the alarm clock. You've been awake. We're late by 9 years. They're both like, 5 more minutes.
See, I wasn't a big fan of the Amazing World of Gumball much. I mean the show, right?
Yeah.
See, here's the thing. I wasn't a big fan of it. I liked it more than regular show. Because I couldn't follow regular show for a while. I could probably do it at this point, and I do want to go back and watch it all. But I respected the hell out of Gumball's voice actor.
No, Sam. Oh yeah, they're also planning on doing another new seasons of Phineas and Ferb.
See, the things I
Phineas
like
and
from the
Ferb- oh,
Amazing
yeah, I
World of
remember that.
Gumball is the sheer variety of art style, animation technique. They melded just about everything into that.
Yeah,
Mhm,
no,
mhm.
it's hella impressive what they were able to do.
I also like the way they handled the dad's powers.
Oh god, the dad
And
was
the implication of a time skip while montaging.
yes. Like, what's up with Gumball's dad just being so strangely powerful?
Hmm?
That Benoit man, he's just so strangely powerful, yet he's super lazy.
Punk, but with electronics. My girlfriend's playing Dress to Impress, and she just asked me, "What do I think?" Cyberpunk, like the theme was like cyberpunk, and she was like, "What do you think? Like, what comes to mind when you hear cyberpunk?" And I was like, "Punk with electronics, right? That is the
Yeah.
most basic definition of cyberpunk." Apparently, they do not understand that.
Okay, like the thing is, I've actually played Dress to Impress. That game is so fucking weird.
Oh wait, let me.
Or wait, no, I
Let me.
might be thinking of a different game entirely.
That's almost cyberpunk, but there's not really any cyber with that punk.
Where's the electronics? Where's the lines that are clearly hiding the hyper advanced technology under the skin?
like all that's happening here is oh, okay. So
You've
here
put
I
on a
can
top
do.
hat. I don't get it.
Huh? Oh, this is so I pre-order the game, which means I get equipment that is like, so this is all basic stuff, but I have a
Uh-huh.
Snapdragon staff, which gives me
Mhm.
much more magic damage than I should right now. Um
Mhm.
where is it? Outfit. But this is my outfit.
That's
Which
steampunk.
just looks good.
No. Burb is talking about his girlfriend who's playing a game on a
Yeah.
different thing.
Oh.
Yeah, not me.
Grave,
This
are you
is
gonna
the game that I was
voice?
talking about earlier, and I enjoy
Oh, I
it
don't think I was
heavily.
you earlier.
Grave, you going to read?
Hmm? I've been waiting for you.
Uh, I thought.
It's like you've been talking.
Oh, okay. Alrighty
So
then.
I was waiting for everyone to be done with the conversation.
Yeah. Grave. I guess you can begin then. Is the council at a decision?
Yeah.
Okay. To review the council's decision, Palpatine gets emergency powers. We are nominating Tuesdays as Taco and joining the Dornian heresy side. And Grave has the floor for the narration.
The bread
Her
religion has
Majesty
been.
the Queen. The
I would like to
Bumblebee
add.
Queen is a beautiful and loving woman with cascading blonde hair, soft baby eyes, and a gentle smile. Standing nearly 10 feet tall, she is a mother to all Bumblebee. Despite her seeming simple-minded, she is extremely persuasive and has an almost enchanting charisma to her. This is due in part to the powerful pheromones she secretes that saturate her chambers within the hive and proliferate through its halls. In addition to this, she is imbued with the essence of the tree of life, making her soul a spiritual beacon that soothes the mind and body of all those before her. Reaching the queen is extremely difficult as the queen never leaves the inner sanctum of the house and is guarded by a royal Praetorian guard, the most elite force in the entire military, these veteran warriors are unwaveringly loyal and armed with the most powerful weapons and armor in the hive, crafted from the scales and bones of a celestial dragon. You had a dragon? You had a
Yes.
dragon?
Yes.
Oh! However, they still do have to fight, as any would-be assailants would have to fight through the entire hive before reaching the inner sanctum. One of the only outsiders ever to be allowed to see her is Tanya, Queen of the Summer Courts, who visits regularly for tea.
I wanted to see your reaction to that bit about the celestial dragon armor.
I love that I can pull that off so in character.
No, that was great. That was amazing.
PB, if you would like, you could pick back up from Royal Honey,
just-
or you could have the Bob do it.
What am I doing?
I just figured I would. It's like, just imagine what the regular ass Bumbleari's reaction to hearing that they had a dragon is.
Okay, wait. What am I doing?
Okay, the thing that Slaya posted in Homebrewin. Bumbleari, final page, Royal Honey. Can you please read that?
Hold on. Something about royal honey. What voice? Do you want me
I'm
to do?
sharing all the intensive world building that me and the Grave did.
Okay. What
Okay.
voice do you want me to do?
Do
Well, if you
whatever
want to do
Rumbly
your
Bee voice.
best B voice.
Best B voice?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Once this fucking loads.
GM Binder being real slow today for some reason.
It probably doesn't help that I'm trying to update Helldivers 2 and play Fantasy Life I.
Yeah, I
Oh,
have
so
put
you-
Helldivers on
So your
pause.
PC's just trying to go critical.
No.
I put
maybe.
Helldivers
Anyways,
on
it
pause
loaded.
because my
What am I
Wi-Fi isn't
doing?
powerful enough. A final page.
The final page.
Royal Honey, read from there.
Royal honey.
The Bumblearian hive produces a special honey that they trade to the Fey courts in exchange for pixie dust, trinkets, cocoa beans, and precious stones. The Bumbleary also gifts it to those allied with their hive. This honey is made from nectar or the tree of life, and the wild flowers or of the Fey wilds. Drinking it restores a rejuvenates, but also imbues the drinker with Fey magic. Fey courts like to add this honey to their tea and will present the honey to outsiders who are misfortunate enough to find their way into the Fey wilds, explaining and explaining how it will heal their wounds, cure what ails them, and fill their bellies, though they rarely, if ever, mentioning the risk it carries. The Fey courts will then make deals with the
Were you
with the
okay?
outsiders. No, I'm bad at reading. I hate reading.
Mood.
Oh.
I was forced to read when I was younger and I fucking hate it.
Mood.
Oh no.
I can talk normally, I can talk quickly, I can do whatever the fuck I want. If I do it in my own fucking voice in my own head, I can do it just fine. The problem becomes when I'm reading because I fucking hate it. Anyways, gaining something in return for giving the outsider the honey, these deals are typically heavily in the Fae's favor. As most deals, you fucking buffoon. As the honey is one of the few things in the Feywilds that isn't poisonous to non-Fey, by the time the outsiders learn of the risk, it's often too late. The Bumbarians don't like outsiders consuming their honey and don't approve of the Fey court's deceit. No one knows why this is, though. Allegedly, an outsider who gained their trust once asked them. Instead of responding, the Bumbarian gave the outsider a strange look for just a moment. The man later described the look as confused, like she had forgotten something important.
Am I to read the rest as well?
Go
That's
ahead.
entirely up to you, but this is the royal honey in question.
Okay, okay. A small clay pot filled with a sweet golden honey that almost seems to glow. Drinking the potion has the following effects. You regain 4d4 plus 8 HP. Any diseases affecting you is cured. Any condition, mundane, medical, or magical, causing you to be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned is healed/removed. It provides enough nourishment to sustain a creature for 1 day. If a creature consumes this potion every day for a week, any missing body parts regrow. Any scars fade away. Oh, that's kind of rude. I like my scars. If a creature consumes this potion every day for a month, that creature stops aging. Oh, that's neat. If a creature who is older than their prime consumes this potion every day for 3 months, they start aging in reverse for as long as they continue to consume this potion. Is it until their prime, or do they just continue until they're a child?
Who knows?
It doesn't say on
That is a
purpose.
good distinction.
It
'Cause
doesn't
that
say
is-
a
in the
purpose.
Fae, that is a very heavily needed detail.
It does not state on purpose.
Oh no! Yeah, you're reverting back to a child. All right, fantastic. If a non-fey creature, well, no, you go. Hold on, no, because then no, wait. I understand. It doesn't. You don't revert to a child because this one is if they're past their prime. So if they revert back to their prime, that no longer means that this takes effect.
That too,
And
that too.
thus the previous one, which is if a creature consumes this potion every day for a month, that creature stops aging. So instead of going below their prime, they just stop at their prime.
You might pick up on that.
Interesting. If a non-fey creature consumes this honey, they must make a DC 4 Constitution saving throw. On a fail, that creature becomes cocooned when they next sleep, or trance for elves, and turn into a young Bolarian.
Bubblary.
For Bolari.
I forgot to be there,
Emerging
I
from
apologize.
the cocoon once their rest has finished. A creature turned this way retains all memories, but all racial stats are replaced with that of a mulberry. For every 2 weeks a creature is in the Feywild, this DC increases by 1 for that creature to a max of 16. Royal honey has no effect on constructs and undead. What if you're already? Well, so wait, it's because I'm Feybound. Does that even affect me?
Yes, as a Kenku, you would be immune to this.
I would just get the benefits. Wild.
That's amazing.
Only benefits for me.
So we actually put a lot of thought into this. Okay, so the Fae want you to keep drinking this. They want to turn you into some kind of Fae. It's the Fae modus operandi. So it's a DC 4. The only way you can fail a DC 4 is if you're like level 1 and only have 16 or only have 14 in con. It's basically impossible. But as the weeks go by, because the idea is this would be a whole setting of outsiders in the Feywild, the DC slowly gets higher. And by the time it reaches a max of 16, that means a level 20 character with, with 20 in con would have a plus 11 to the save, and that turns their fail point to rolling a 4.
Or lower.
Hmm.
Oh.
If their level continues to rise with the
Yeah, but so that's the idea. What do you think of it?
1 second.
I like it myself.
Okay. I think it's pretty neat. I like it, and I am half tempted to try and go to the Feywilds just for this honey now. It seems like it would go really well with tea. In my defense.
So delicious. Oh, also, Grave. If you find your way to the sweet and deadly paragraph, I basically did a lot of work overhauling that, so I wanted you to see it.
Sweet and deadly, you say.
Yeah.
All right. That was a really interesting voice that I used for that.
Oh, by the way, so if this ever becomes a campaign, you are going to have to be the narrator, narrating the opening for the setting in that voice.
Me?
Oh,
No, Grave.
Breb.
Blip. Sorry, yeah, I'm all scrambled. I only got up like an hour ago.
No, you're fine.
So wait, who would be doing the introduction?
You would be in that
Brib.
Oh
voice.
gods.
I don't know. It feels like the most Fey voice ever.
No, it does. It does.
why, thank you.
It also feels kind of like a Bumblebee.
Alright. I don't know what that read. I'm not good at this.
Alright, so may I start session?
Yeah.
I apologize. I'm gonna take my dishes down real quick. I was eating breakfast. You could start session, and I will catch back up briefly.
Alright. So, we will be starting back where we left off last week. As the party is exited Mink's potion shop and enchantery with the army of dwarvish constructs.
Hmm.
What is everyone going to be doing?
So we are now just like walking outside of the town.
Yeah, you guys are
With
currently
these-
walking through the town with a massive amount of constructs following you.
And we were already questioned about this before, weren't we?
Yes. So as you guys are starting to walk through the city, there is as well. You guys are walking through the city with about hold on, let me go check my notes for how many constructs you guys got. This is a garrison of 30 animated armors, 5 stone golems, 1 holy protect. See, so you're walking out with like 36 constructs. A small army's worth, honestly.
No, everything's completely fine.
You guys are starting to walk through. Mary is starting to make her way towards the the Masons Guild to hire their services. Brib and Giuseppe, you both are, as you guys are starting to walk through the city with your new entourage of dwarfish made golems. Or dwarvish made constructs, there will be a guard that approaches you all, who is looking very concerned and very confused. You all, what's going on here? We didn't authorize a parade.
It's not a
Brib-
parade.
He just
our
kind of
personal
looks at the
constructs we found.
marching golems and suits of armor.
I'm gonna pipe up, like hopping up, like towards him. Personals. We have for we found in dungeon. Mm-hmm.
He just kind of looks at you, Brib. Never heard of a dungeon giving out an
The
army of.
workforce.
Huh?
Wait, what did he say, Giuseppe?
I said this is our workforce.
He just
Our
kind of looked at the
workforce
two
is
of
so
you.
real.
He kind of looked at the two of you, just very like he has the press X to doubt expression. He just
Have you ever known a dwarf to do things by a half measure?
sir, this is an army of. This is an army in full military gear. We cannot allow this. I am sorry, but you're not going to be marching them through the city.
But we found.
I don't care where
Are
you found
you
them.
going to try and stop us?
Yes, as the head of the Ocean Song Guard, I order you all to cease this marching until you get permission from the mayor.
Brib
So
will
you're
kind of
gonna bring him
think-
here or what?
Because we can't exactly like stop.
You just
Like
told us to stop walking. Where are we gonna walk? You gotta bring him here now.
we make a very valid point on this. I would like to. Brib is gonna. Brib is gonna turn around to all the constructs, and in the dwarvish stop, like the Dorvish thing that he knows is stop because he heard it through the spell. He's just gonna say stop in Dorvish, so all of them just stop in the middle of the fucking road.
Yeah, no. There's like, there's just like,
Seriously, you call yourself a guard. We're blocking your traffic.
so basically, it's how best I can describe it is there's like basically a squad of a golem and 5 dwarves each in like lines essentially. It's like it is armor, golem, armor essentially. Is how they're lined up, and they're now just all just in the middle of the street with the giant protector leading them. They're all just stopped in the middle of the road. As you guys are
And I'm just gonna let
arguing
him
with this
hold that.
guard captain.
We're not arguing. He told us to stop. We'll stop, but he's gonna have. But I don't know what he wants us to do.
All right, you two, come with me right now so we can get. We need to get this all worked out, because you did not seek permission for a parade. You did not seek any kind of
Not the
permission.
parade.
He just points again to the line. This looks like a military parade.
Burb is going
I'm
to
sorry.
point out-
It's not a
Mary-
work
Mary will
force.
step
We
forward.
are going to build.
No, wait. Before anything, Burb is gonna point out the massive amount of like stones and shit that we're carrying out, and the buckets full of like. And I'm just gonna be like, no, military would have weapons. They just have armor.
The armors are carrying war hammers and great shields.
Well, that's a small thing. Anyways,
Dwarvish crafting tools.
not entirely wrong. Just not entirely.
Okay,
truthful.
roll me a bullshitting check.
I will roll you a bullshitting check. Don't
All right.
fucking
What
at me.
deception.
Give me a deception.
Yeah,
Your
moment.
goddess,
You want me to?
may your
Oh wait,
blessings be
hold
upon
up.
this Kenku. You get to add an extra d6.
Oh my god. I don't know if you have to.
Because Mary
is the
thinks
problem.
Wib is doing a peaceful resolution.
My deception is a +8. I would like to tell you right now. Hold on. I need to grab.
Wait,
my fucking
didn't because
D20.
of your specific bard subclass, you automatically get a 10 on any deception or persuasion checks?
If I roll below it, yeah.
Alright, so that's an
Um,
automatic 18.
It's at least an 18. And that's a dirty 20.
Plus a d6.
Oh, so let me
Wait, is
roll-
it a
let me
D6 or a
grab-
D8 now?
Because we're only level 5, it's currently a d6.
Okay, just double checking.
Yeah, I'm not.
When are we
I'm not
becoming
bardic
6?
inspirationing myself.
Soon. Do not worry. I have plot plan. Yes.
Mine is a 23.
I got a +4, so 24.
It's still loading in for me.
Don't worry.
That's a 24 for my bullshit check.
Okay, so
23 and 24 for an average of 23 and a half.
We rolled really next to each other.
Right next to each other.
like you guys both look at each other and just immediately you guys are on the same wavelength. Your brain cells are bouncing off each other. You guys know exactly what you're doing. Just not
May
even
I
a word
request
needed
to
to be
roll
said.
persuasion instead of deception, because Mary genuinely believes we're just trying to clear up a misunderstanding.
Hold on, if you tell me to do persuasion, that's gonna be a small issue.
No,
No,
Mary's
My
Mary's
gonna do
doing
persuasion's
persuasion.
better.
No, Mary's gonna be doing
okay.
persuasion. You guys are trying to deceive him. Mary's just trying to clear up a
hold on.
misunderstanding.
I'm not trying to deceive him entirely.
Still, you're trying to bullshit him, no matter what.
So,
We
yeah,
are.
there's definitely some
Authority.
bullshit.
Casual 30. Okay, so Rib and Giuseppe, you two are like.
Smiles, Mr. Guardsman, this isn't a military parade. These are the long-standing centurions of the ancient dwarven citadel, bound to protect the homeland. But as it has fallen, they now seek a new promised land where they may build a new home for the dwarves across the lands to reunite under the heraldry of old.
I hold on, because I'm willing to argue
This is a
that I need this
pilgrimage.
guard. I need this guard to make a fucking check or something to see if this even goes into his head.
Yeah, no, I'm
He
rolling.
just got
that.
bombarded with info.
Yes.
This motherfucker.
Hold on.
You just
Yeah,
told
he
him the
has-
full truth, and this man is just gonna sit there and blink slowly.
Hold on, let me roll.
See, I like how Mary got so high when she's just explaining the truth, because that's just so in line for her character. Just Mary walks up, this motherly smile, and explains this. And what are you gonna do?
So he
And the
kind
truth is
of
just
looks.
so hard to believe.
Okay, so he just kind of looks at you, Mary. Looks at all of you. Just looks at that. Looks
Up at the
He is
keeper.
not paid enough for this.
Yeah, he kind of looks at you guys.
I don't care
looks
what
up
he's
at
paid.
the-
It's not enough for this.
Looks up at like the 10-foot tall brass and bronze construct carrying a giant book and a warhammer.
No, hold on. I would like to headcanon really quick that he's carrying the warhammer like Reinhardt is when he's like roasting the marshmallows.
Oh
in
no,
that one
100%.
emote. But instead of marshmallows, he has a bunch of buckets on it.
Yes, exactly.
He's just carrying a couple buckets on that warhammer.
As he just
Which
looks
I would like
at
to
all this, takes a moment.
Wait, I would like to have the guard roll a perception to see if he knows what those buckets are made of, because some of them are just the heads of monsters.
Wait, hold on.
Does this man even realize that these are literally the heads of monsters that I'm using as
He got a
buckets?
nat 20 on that. My dice, you betray me.
He sees it.
Mary would.
He is beginning to realize he is not paid enough for this.
He very much might.
Yes, Leia, what would you like to have Mary say?
Oh no, she's not gonna say anything. She's just going to, walk up and hand him one of the crabs.
He'll just look at
have-
the.
How many crabs did we grab again?
You grabbed like 5?
Quite a few.
Okay, perfect. We can do without one.
He'll just kind of look at the suits of armor. Hear the fact that this being some sort of.
Bless you.
Bless you, child.
Bless
Bless you,
Your
child.
box is empty. I'll be back.
you. Also find Jesus.
As he'll just kind of look at the crab, look at the suits of armor and the golems and the giant construct with monster head buckets hanging off his warhammer. Look at the clay golem carrying a statue and a giant boulder, as far as he can tell, and will just sigh so heavily. The sigh of a man who doesn't get paid enough to deal with adventurers bullshit.
He realized he's 20 gold a year short in his salary to deal with this shit.
And
I know how much 20 gold is.
Over everything. He eventually his eyes actually fall on your guys' necklaces, and his eyes just go immediately wide. And then
Necklaces save the day again.
Forgot about that.
as eyes just go wide as he just sees these and goes, I apologize. By the stars, why are these things? Why are these people here?
This poor fucking guard, bro.
As you guys just hear him mutter softly as he just mutters softly, Emerald Rank Adventures. Why are there Emerald Ranks here? There's nothing that dangerous here. Before he just
Dude, he's talking to them.
he doesn't know that they are the danger though. As he
Burp
just
is going
takes
to
a
pull out a
deep
piece
breath.
of paper. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm gonna roll something really quick on my end.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I rolled 14 plus. What is my fucking perception? I want to see if I hear him mutter.
All right.
Perception. So I got a 17.
You're able to hear him mutter about like, why are there Emerald Rank Adventures here? There's nothing that dangerous this far south.
I'm gonna pull out the instructions to investigate the dungeon.
Do you hand him to the guard captain?
Yeah, I'm just gonna like pull it out and just this way.
He would just kind of look skeptical for a moment as he'll take the papers
Oh my
and
god,
look
wait,
them
how many
over.
signatures are on that paper?
Uh,
Because like it could just be, you know, my instructor, but it could honestly be like the king as well. Like I don't
uh,
know who's
the
on
king.
that signature.
Okay, I can say this 100% for sure. King Arthuria's signature is not on this.
Okay. At least they don't have to have a heart attack. Let's go.
I
When
can say that for sure. But there is quite a few people on it. One that you're sure might be the head of the Dungeoneering guilds in general, like the general Dungeoneering guild leader.
Oh my god.
Your instructor and a few other notable individuals within the Dungeoneering uh within the dungeoneering thing. I forget the term off the top of my head.
Yeah, the academy and that whole elite system.
Yeah, exactly. As he just kind of looks at it for a moment, looks very confused for a moment, before he just has a bit of recognition. Oh. I apologize, Inspector. As he'll hand back the papers. I was not informed that we'd be receiving an inspector so soon. I was told that it would still be a few days out.
Chomper or not Chomp Brib
Brib.
will pipe up again.
You travel
Uh
fast.
have Bear off as ride. Good companion.
Hold on while I make a sanity check for this man.
I'm giving this poor fucking guard.
Gonna have an aneurysm.
Actually, no, hold on. Let me make a stress check with this man.
Because he's now gonna realize that the Baroths that have been parked outside of this fucking place
Yeah, the barrels that have been
for the
parked
last
outside for like the last give or take give or take week belong to you guys. He's just gonna take a moment, deep breath, before he'll just say, "I see. I do apologize for any inconvenience I may have caused, Inspector, and I hope that you won't uh, launch any complaints. I apologize. I did not know that you were the inspector that the guild sent to look over the dungeon."
Not a problem.
No complaint. You just doing job. Proper. Good job.
Thank you. I'm just going to go now. It's just starts quickly walking off.
A lovely young man.
Like
It went from you have to stop immediately to well, you at least have to
So
go to
sorry
a
for getting
mayor
in your way.
to oh, my apologies. I haven't been using my eyes. Let me get the fuck out of your way.
It's like it starts at like just kind of a solid walk, and then he just starts to power walk away.
It's one of those weak anime villains when they know they've been like lightly found out, but they aren't ready to launch their plan, so they're just like slowly quote unquote retreating. It's like fuck.
Yeah, basically uh as he will take a few moments as he will walk off, and the guard the main golem just kind of looks at you guys and just, "May we continue?"
No, onward.
And the procession begins again. Mary, if I remember correctly, you wanted to go check out a guild.
Yes, actually, Mary will then look to Wib and Giuseppe. You loves carry on ahead. I'm going to head to the Masons Guild and see if they can't prepare this new countertop for us. Oh, Wib, did you remember the counter's specific measurements?
what do I have to roll to see if I can?
Hold on.
Or did we write that down?
I don't think you guys ever thought about replacing the counter until Mary found
Yeah, we
the
found that.
ore
And
vein
that's when
of
we thought
God's
about
blood.
it. All right.
A
So
legendary.
Legendary
I-
countertop.
legendary countertop. Let's fucking.
Oh no, I mean V
I-
Rising. But I mean, our countertop is going to be pretty legendary. It's made
Our
of metal.
countertop is going to be the countertop.
It's going to be legendary as an item. It's going to have stats.
The
Oh
countertop
my
will have
God.
stats.
it enchants the drinks that we put on it.
Oh, God.
No,
I just got the
it's just going to be
legendary
like an
spear.
indestructible shield.
It's like something's gonna happen to the
Uh,
tavern. It's gonna be like the one thing that protects like a good chunk of it. What would I have to roll?
roll for me a history check at disadvantage.
All right, I'm gonna use 2 dice, which is my big copper one and my small metal one,
All right.
and that is 2 nat 20s.
I-
So I
When Wib sketched out the tavern, he committed its measurements to memory.
God, that's what that feels like. What the fuck?
what happened?
Rib.
Hey, I think
Rip,
your
you-
dice and my dice are just conspiring.
No, it does. It feels like Rib. As you are like trying, as you're like wondering, as you're just trying to think, okay, what were the measurements again? You just suddenly Giga Brain mode. Memory starts flashing before your eyes.
I'm seeing the numbers. The
Exactly.
numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
Exactly, just Megabit stars going by, the numbers, the measurements on the counter, as you write them down and hand them to Mary. Like,
Oh,
Mary
fucking
looks at this
base.
miniature 3D reconstruction of the tavern with all the measurements and smiles as she gives Wib like a pat on the head. Thank you, dearie.
Burb is going to look at his own winged hands and question himself.
It's just, what the fuck
Oh,
just
I
happened?
didn't realize that. I didn't realize that the floorboards had uneven spacing like that. Maybe I could find a carpenter to help realign them. Wait, are the window frames really not even?
They're like a point. It's like one window shows a degree like 2 degrees off of another window.
Oh dear.
It's barely fucking noticeable.
Oh, and the floor has a
Oh, God.
0.02 tilt towards the left? Is that something to be concerned about?
Uh, take up with carpenter. Me no.
Oh dear. I'll certainly do that. Thank you for bringing this up, Web.
Brib is going to continue introspection and question himself.
Question his existence.
Oh dear,
of
and these
what the fuck
shelves
just
aren't
happened.
actually evenly spaced either.
I just like to think like you're walking off as you're like looking at this like, man, there's more things that are just like ever so slightly off.
As Rib is just standing there in the middle of the city.
Just what the fuck?
Eyes wide, eyes wider than usual, just staring at his feathery bird hands, wondering what just happened.
Because Brib was like, I've painted this. This is fine. Everything's fine. And then he made this check. And then not only did he paint it, but apparently it's a small, that painting is perfectly to scale, is what that means. I would like to reiterate. I rolled so well to know the measurements of the tavern that picture is like a 1-to-1 replica, just like at 3/5 scale or some shit.
Yeah,
That's insanity.
it's just you're just kind of realizing, what the fuck is my memory? What the fuck what are my hands capable of? Just complete and utter shattering of your reality.
Brim knew again. Brim knew he was good at art. He was like, this is fine. This is good. Brim wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting this.
I gave you disadvantage because I was like, okay, committing the measurements of a tavern to memory, that's a bit much. Disadvantage to that. No, the universe has decided otherwise. So, yeah,
God.
so Mary, you start walking out to the Mason's Guild. I do not have a shop thing prepared for this. I do apologize. But so you walk up, and it is the Masonry Guild is based into a building on this side, and out back is basically like a big quarry.
Mm-hmm.
As you're hearing the sounds of mining, of dwarves doing dwarven things. And outside you see a dwarf, a human, and a elf chatting about. The elf is wondering about like his order, and the dwarf is saying, I fear I'm working on it. I apologize, but right now we're trying to find the exact kind of model you want, but unfortunately our mine is just not being. We just can't find it right now. We're going to have to put an order directly to the mountain home. Well, how long will that take? I don't know. Honestly, the bandit
Longer than
race-
your sorry ass is willing to wait.
As they continue talking, Barry, you approach. Do you say anything?
Mary walks up, and she's going to, like, stand politely to the side. Like, she's not going to interrupt. That would be rude. But I imagine they'd soon notice her.
Yes,
I feel like it's a little hard to not notice you.
It's a little hard not to notice the Minotaur girl who is carrying a warhammer right now behind them.
It's just a smidge
She
difficult.
carries it in front of her.
Well, yes.
Yeah, even harder. Smidge difficult.
As it takes him a moment, and as the dwarf will look to the elf, I'll get to you when the delivery comes in. Now go off. As he then just turns to you, Mary. I do apologize. Miss.
Thump. Her manservant, Manny. I think that's what we named him, Manny.
I
Manny
left
the
naming to
man
someone else. I don't do this.
You mean the golem?
Yeah.
Oh no, his name is Fixer. His name is no,
Oh.
no, not Fixer. His name is. He's
Builder?
named. Hold on, I just need to go re-find him somewhere
Mhm.
in here.
There's
It
something
was
basic
something
like
simple
builder
and
or something.
stupid.
It was a very simple name. Hold on. Golem.
I'm pretty sure it was like what his profession was.
Yeah, no, yeah, right.
Crafter.
Crafter, yes.
That's it.
Crafter would slowly be walking up behind Mary, still shouldering this massive chunk of near pure mithril ore.
Yes.
Jesus fucking Christ.
That's like, what, 10 feet for Crafter and another 10 for the mithril?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like
I just imagine he walks in, just looks over at Mary, it's like, oh, nice hammer. Then Crafter comes in, he's like, and what can I do for you, gorgeous?
as the dwarf begins to talk to you, there's just a thump, thump. As he just looks up at you, that just sees Crafter behind you. He immediately kind of like slides. He doesn't even move really. He just slides to the left as he looks at the golem. Just what the bloody hell? Why did you get nothing? As he well, it's nothing yours. As he points to the golem.
His name is Crafter. He's my friend.
Some fine work of a golem I've ever seen.
Is he gonna continue to look upwards? Because that's gonna shock him a lot more.
Yeah, he's just kind of looking, just like studying it. That he, hold on, let me have him make a dwarvish check.
Dwarvish check.
See if he recognizes the material that Crafter is holding.
He has to have advantage with that. Like it's probably been like rumored through like his mentors and shit.
That's another nat 20. As
I think he knows this very well.
Your dice are making up for all those nat ones.
they really are, but they're making up for it in the wrong moments.
Yeah, they're making up those nat ones, by by helping us.
You're all traitors.
Talking to their dice, Lamau.
As he'll just take a moment, look at just like glancing up, just commenting on this is a very high quality golem. Where exactly do you find this fine specimen? Is that fucking mithril? That is the
Oh, is
biggest
that
chunk
what
of
it's
fucking
called?
mithril ore I've ever seen. Lady, where the fuck did you get that?
Mary like tilts her head as she puts a finger to her chin. Below.
Okay, the best way I can describe his face is the Legends of Avarius group, one of the scenes where it's the art of the guy looking at his hands, but he's just looking down. No, specifically the one where it's the fish in the soup. He's looking down at the soup. Just looking down. He just looks down at the ground. That's the best way I can describe his face. Hold on.
This poor fucking. Oh my. We're torturing your NPCs. And we're not even like murder hoboing it. We're just
literally passive psychic damage.
You got crawfish, right?
I at least got
Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Mary Day, acolyte of the Mother Goddess.
Yes. Apologies, ma'am. It's not every day that this is literally his look before you talk to him, Mary. That's quite literally his expression as he hears you found mithril below.
Mary will like look where he's looking, like, and like brush off her skirt slightly to the side as she's like kneeling down to try and see what he's looking at.
Bro, this man is probably like.
That was
"I could've
much
found
smoother.
I could have found that. I could have found that and made a legend of myself.
the first dwarf in 14 generations to get this pure of mithril."
As he,
Excuse me, is everything alright, sir? I
yes,
could come
yes.
back later if now's
No,
a bad time.
No, everything's fine. Everything's fine, ma'am. Yes. What would you like to? What brings
Oh
you
my
here
god,
with
we're
us
gonna
today?
give this man a fart. Oh my god.
Mary smiles as she
Mary's
puts her
about-
hands together, then she like reaches and pulls out the paper and hands him it. You see that counter there?
Oh my god, he's gonna have a heart attack.
Yes.
I was thinking it would look so pretty if you could cut this stone here to those measurements, so we could have this pretty blue counter.
I probably wrote on that paper anything extra we could use as payment.
He's just going to look. His face
I
returns.
feel like I just gave this man a heart attack.
He just again look at Exhibit A of the expression on his face as he's looking at what you're giving him.
Oh wait, he needs to do a perception check to see if he sees our necklace.
Oh no, he actually needs to make several fucking checks. Give me a moment.
The DC to see Mary's is quite high, because he'd have to look beyond the large mounds.
Yes, of course.
That's so understandable.
Okay, perception check. He failed utterly.
This dwarf right now.
Live
Yeah.
dwarf.
Live dwarf reaction.
Okay, and let's see. Okay, you'll just take a moment to just stare at this. See the little note. Take a very, very deep breath.
Oh wait, we also needed to let him know that we also wanted the trinkets that you wanted to give us.
Oh, Mary's first waiting for his response because, like, you know, she doesn't. Maybe he can't cut the stone, or she.
He just takes.
I don't
Bring it up.
think- I feel like even if he couldn't cut the stone, he's gonna take the job and he's gonna find a way because the dwarves are not
that's
going
the thing.
to.
Mary's calling it a stone, but it's mithril ore, which I'm just imagining is doing more psychic damage to the dwarf.
Exactly.
This poor fucking dwarf.
as he just takes a moment, takes a very, very deep breath before he will look to you, Mary. Mom, do you know exactly what kind of fucking stone you have on you right now?
Hmm. The blue kind.
I mean, she's not wrong.
His eye starts twitching. Mom, what you have here is mithril. You know, God's blood ore. One of the rarest and most
Oh, that's
valuable.
such a pretty name.
It is one of the rarest and most valuable ores in all the world. Dear, and you want me to use it to make a fucking countertop?
Oh,
Does Mary
yes,
finally
please.
remember and the trinkets?
Well, it's not too small. It's for our bar, you see. We have a tavern. The measurements are down on the paper.
I can fucking see.
It's a very nice drawing. What the fuck is Brib? Even Brib doesn't know what Brib is.
And as he's about to speak up, you just hear the entire mining site go quiet. As
Oh,
suddenly,
now everyone knows that that's what we have.
as suddenly from behind the shop, uh, including like all sounds from the workshop of like cutting bricks, polishing stone, like all you expect of like a masonry. Just suddenly a stampede of like 30 dwarves appear.
Oh my god, they're all like no shot that that's what that is.
And they're all just it's all run up, and Mary, you're now surrounded by like 30 plus dwarves.
Oh,
I think they're
goodness.
all happy to work on that. It doesn't matter to them.
As they all just start talking in Dwarvish, which if I remember correctly, you do understand, Mary.
Yes, Mary does speak Dwarvish. She would click her tongue and like rotate her jaw to like lower her resonance before she would try to address them in Dwarvish.
In Dwarvish, you're just hearing all of them just like start chatting about like what. You can't be serious. You can't exactly be serious about this. No, I am. She's being completely serious. She wanted to turn the largest chunk of mithril ore I think anyone's ever seen into a countertop. Can we even do that?
Oh, if there's any spare, I was thinking that a matching set of dishes would be quite lovely.
Oh my god. What about the trinkets? Didn't you say you wanted to enchant like small trinkets? Not
She's gonna
plates?
get to that.
Oh my god. How much myth how much mithril do we actually have? Can it make the countertop plates and
This thing is
trinkets?
huge. Let me tell you, I've done the measurements. This thing would outfit Arthuria's entire military in full mithril plate with extra.
Yeah. It's
Oh.
kind
So
of
what you're saying
Oh,
is,
boy.
instead of making ourselves mithril armor,
Yes.
you're turning it into a countertop.
Look, hear me out. Hear me out. I think it's a way worth it.
And like they're just it's every dwarf there is just completely and utter flabbergasted.
Oh my
As
god,
you
wait, we're gonna have,
request
like-
any extra be used to make dishes as they just
Now, about the excess carving pieces that come off, I was hoping you could save all those up. I was gonna make little jewelry pieces for my friends with them, you see?
suddenly their faces are just like, oh, finally, she's fucking sick. It's just like,
Like
oh,
she
finally.
reaches into her pouch and pulls out a smaller piece she'd have that's like the size of like a flat baseball, as she just holds it up, and she's like, hmm. She looks at this, looks confused for a second. She pulls out like her steel or chisel and tries to and just nicks her steel chisel, and she's like, oh dear.
Ma'am, you don't have the proper tools to be able to work with Mithril. We have the proper tools. Just you don't have to worry about paying for the job. If you would let us have 20% of the raw material, we'll work for this.
That's
if you don't
a
mind.
26 plus that's a 28 to carve a ankh into this mithril chunk using pure brute strength.
Yes, no, exactly.
Oh my
It's
God.
Mary. You spent like a good 5 minutes carving with pure. The chisel is completely ruined by the end.
It gets done, but at what cost for the
She
chisel?
then takes it, takes a leather strap, strings it through the hole she managed to put through this, and holds it up. See? Like this. It'll look so pretty.
As they'll just kind of look at this.
I've destroyed
She
them.
essentially got a nat 20 with her, because she has an 8. She rolled an 18 plus 2.
I just carved an ankh and punched a hole in a chunk of near pure mithril using pure brute strength in front of all these dwarfs.
Okay, one, they all look mighty fucking impressed. But two, they will just the dwarves will just immediately all at once just tell you to please don't damage anymore. Well, it's just
But two, that's dwarven heresy.
and they're just okay, if you allow us to keep 20%, no, 25% of the material, we'll be more than willing to make the stuff that you want.
Oh, yeah, it's perfectly fine for
25.
us.
She looks up at it, looks down, and it's like looks down at the measurement Bliv has and pulls out a little measuring tape for making clothes, and it's just measuring the ore and checking the paper Bliv gave her, and she's like, oh my. Well, I need the countertop, and then I need the dishes, and I did promise my friends I'd make them the trinkets, and then there were all those holy dwarven protectors. I wouldn't want to leave them out.
Wait. The Holy Dwarven protect us.
Yes,
You just hear 30 dwarves say that at once.
yes, the guardians of the sacred crypt of ages past.
Yeah, I like to think that she taps her chin for a while, trying to remember what Breb called it.
One second. No, my mind is literally blanking out. What did you call it?
I don't remember. What did I call it?
His name is Joram, by the way. Joram the
Joram?
Keeper.
Yes, they're led by Joram the Keeper. They've decided to build a new citadel within the small town of Barton to be a new holy land for the dwarves. Oh, yes, you're dwarves. So they're going to be building a holy citadel,
Oh my God.
a new hall to remember the ancestors of old and for lineages to come.
These dwarves are gonna fucking. I like to think the more she kept speaking, the more
In
their
fact,
mouths just
I
kept
was
dropping.
actually hoping that I would be able to rent out this guild to help prepare the foundation for it. I think for about a year. We do plan to send word to the mountains to see if we could get some other folks to come down. I hope this isn't too much of an inconvenience.
Half of them just keel over due to cumulative psychic
Oh,
damage.
but don't worry, we are building a
Yes.
proper brewery, and we're going to try to reproduce some of those ancient dwarven alcohols. The keeper has a big book on these things.
About 2/3 of them fall over.
Oh dear, are you alright? Mary just starts cure wounds
Oh,
here.
the holy book of beers.
The Holy Book of Beers. Like the one you wake up, just
yes,
kind
he
of
said it
wakes.
was.
They've only ever heard of it in
He
stories.
said it was given to him by the founders who settled here in the Maya.
Oh my god, these people are gonna perish.
Some of them are just frothing at the mouth now.
just suddenly he's just like the lead dwarf's just like, give us a moment, ma'am. We'll discuss. Give us a moment. We'll quickly discuss price amongst ourselves. Can you give us about 30 minutes?
Oh, all right. Just remember, I need the countertop, a set of dishware, and I suppose
Small
Well-
trinkets.
30-some chunks. They don't need to be much bigger than this, and I suppose you'd be able to keep all the rest of it.
As they all
Literally
nod,
the rest
as
of it. They
the
said
stampede of
25%.
dwarves enter the. It's just like they just all nod as the stampede of dwarves enter.
Now here's the thing. I know that by volume, I've basically just given them 40% of this, but
Oh, yeah.
I feel like this is in line with what Mary would do.
No, this is
definitely.
100% perfectly fine. I don't think.
So they all run in, and after a bit, Barry, you're finishing up something. What are you doing in the half hour as they ask to give?
Mary's gonna find the Carpenters Guild.
All right. So you
Okay.
are. It's not hard to find a carpentry guild. It's literally like 3 buildings down.
Let's see if we
As-
can take care of the Carpenters Guild in the same time that in that 30 minutes and not more.
Mary would walk in.
As Mary, you walk in and you see a few different people, just kind of they're working on various projects. There's a front receptionist lady with there's a front receptionist elf lady who gives you a very big warm smile. Ah, hello. Hello.
Oh, good day.
Good day. What brings you into the
Oh,
Ocean Song Carpentry Guild?
Well, my name is Mary, and we are renovating and refurbishing an old tavern, and it's come to our attention that there are many crooked angles and odd gaps. We think it's just from the building settling over time. We were wondering if we could get a carpenter or two out to just help even things back out, maybe realign some floorboards.
She will immediately gather a quill, some paper, and a scroll, and she just
Oh my
starts
god,
writing down.
She's gonna see the dimensions
Here,
and be like, what
this
in the
is
fuck
the
is
measurements
this?
with notations on all the offsets.
She
Oh
will
my
nod
God.
as she will take it. Then she's gonna stare at it for like a good few moments.
Is that a dungeon core?
This is the most exact measurements I've ever been given for a building. Are you sure these are exact?
Oh, quite certain.
Is that
Greg
a
did them,
dungeon
and
core in the
he's-
ceiling?
Oh, yes. Terribly rude, but it makes a lovely chandelier.
Terribly rude. What do you mean
I
by
know, it was so terrible. I wouldn't be one to gossip, but that poor girl, to think this rude core would do such a thing.
There's just a kind of 1,000-yard stare in this elf witch woman's eyes. As she's just taking that in and just nods softly. Yes, of course. Terribly rude. Yes, we can be able to
Oh.
send out some of our carpenters to get things worked out. Uh, is there anything else specifically you're wanting to get looked at beyond shoring up
We'll
everything?
probably need a little help. We're building a brewery behind the tavern, you see.
Oh, yes, of course, of course.
Well, I suppose I shouldn't say behind. I believe that my companions, Bib and Giuseppe, are choosing the exact layout, but I imagine all those dwarves will want it up and running as soon as possible, so it's somewhat of a priority.
Oh, no, of course, dwarves. That makes sense. Them and their alcohol.
Oh
She...
wait, she's gonna have to give us a perception check.
With disadvantage.
She's already a little bit shocked at the moment. But
Triple
sure, hold
disadvantage,
on,
I
let me
don't know.
give the perception check.
Because she's sitting down and Mary's standing up, you know how it is.
Yeah, no,
Mhm,
she
mhm.
fails.
Okay, so she doesn't yet notice that we are.
Emerald rank adventurers.
I like to imagine polite people won't notice Mary's because, like...
It's literally sitting on her giant tit.
It's gonna be so good.
So she will, after a few moments, will will just kind of, she'll keep writing things down, and after a few moments, she will, start writing down a total. The All right, getting that shirt up, working on that, getting everything general squared off. Foundation shouldn't be a worry. Uh, does the building have a basement by chance?
Oh, yes, it does. We were, not really using it for much at the moment.
Okay, it's always good to make sure that the supports of a basement are well and truly
Oh,
taken care of.
oh, don't worry. I've got the, Stonemasons Guild on that.
Oh,
This
okay.
person's gonna start questioning things pretty soon because we're just telling her that we just have all of these guilds working for us.
No, the way Mary's saying things, she isn't saying she has the guild. It just makes it sound like, she's hired a mason.
Yeah,
Oh
no,
my
it's like,
god.
okay, so we can get about three of our carpenters out. Uh, Duration of the job will depend, but early
Oh,
estimates will
well,
most
let's see. The
likely.
tavern needs fixing, and then we have to put up the brewery, and... Oh, I would like some more shelves in the kitchen.
Of course, of course. Please put down a list for the for anything you'd want made.
And then, well, there were the 30 holy processions of the ancestral keepers. There's the roughly
Pardon?
another 30 for the Masons Guild, and they're gonna probably want houses for the year they're out there. Um,
She just kind of looks at you very. Pardon?
oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
I don't, I should probably ask, do you put up houses?
Um, eh, we do, but we. It depends. Are you wanting permanent housing, or are you looking for temporary shelters?
Well,
What
I
are you
mean, there are all
looking?
those already existing houses, but I don't know if they're going to have to move any of them for the Citadel.
Um, we will. I'll have to up the number of carpenters then if you're going to be having permanent houses be built. So-
Um, I do think I need to discuss with my companions. I think the three to help even out the tavern and put up the brewery will be good for now, and we could discuss future plans after that.
Of course, of course. So, three to work on the tavern, make the put up the brewery. That will. This will most likely run you to about.
A skilled laborer gets 12 silvers a day. Me and Lily mapped that out just to make it easier.
Yeah, no. She's working out the time it will take.
Hmm.
Okay, three carpenters. So- as she's like scribbling down notes on like a spare sheet of paper, where she will just that will this job will most likely the shoring up the tavern will take about a month and a half, give or take. Depends on what issues are found that aren't noted here. As she gestures to the blueprints that Burb drew up, basically. About a month and a half for that. This building up at the brewery will take a few months at least. Depends on any
Oh, we should tell her that uh we can probably go to whatchamacallit, we can probably like take them. We can have our Baroths like help them move over to make it a quicker ride for them.
um Okay. We'll round out the duration of the job to about 5 to 6 months. Does that sound good to you?
Oh dear, 5 to 6 months? Mary reaches into the pouch and pulls out like a handful of some of the gold we got from the dungeon. I have about 30 gold here. Would that cover it?
Uh, 20 gold will cover it just fine.
I think
Mary
she's like, oh gods, what's going on?
He's
Yeah,
like,
Mary nods as she puts the coins down. They're so sparkly too.
Yes, indeed they are. She just like looks at them before she'll just call up somebody who will be completely shocked at just someone paying straight
Like
up.
entirety.
Yeah, entirety like Mary, can you roll me a perception check?
1 second. hmm So that's 3 people for 3 months at 12 silvers a day. That's 300 3,240 silver or 320 or 32 gold. So yeah. Mary would pay the 30 gold pieces. What did you ask for?
Perception check.
Perception check. Perception 8.
You do not notice anything else as the guy will take the
No, these
gold.
are just lovely people.
Yes, no. You definitely missed the sign that states that all long-term projects must pay half up front. as you are as you pay entirety up front. As
Oh yeah, that is another surprise. Is that I feel like they would normally have done a down payment. We just kind of pay.
as the man will take off the gold. Uh, we will send the carpenters to Barton, was it?
Mm-hmm.
We'll send them out
We won the
immediately.
tavern out there. The Belly of the Beowulf.
I was not made aware that the town. Oh, well, I guess because you guys are running the tavern, I guess it's up and running again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sure that the tavern
Oh,
is doing
and
quite
don't
well.
worry, we'll dinner and lunch for the workers will be on us. It's
Oh,
the least we can do.
yes, of course.
Oh god, our bar is gonna be really busy. We're not gonna make a lot of money though.
Well, I mean, it's only 3 of them. Mary did not offer this to the Masons. Yet.
This is true.
You left Mary unsupervised, and she is a very
Uh,
kind, generous lady who does not have a head for numbers.
See, here's the thing. I don't think you have realized just how much planning I have done. We have so
trust you.
much shit.
Riv,
I don't think it's going to really be that much of an issue.
Riv is currently 37 dimensions ahead of us.
Excellent.
Like,
Mary's very tranquilly moseying through this one.
we're like we're not gonna be able to give everyone like crabs, but like we're gonna be able to give them fish and really good seasoned proper fish at that, which I think is probably better than any of these people have ever had.
Well, these are elves. They may be vegetarian. I don't know what the disposition of Maya elves is. I
That
imagine
is
they
also
eat
not my
fish.
They do. Though there's plenty that
Okay.
eat flesh, but that's their prerogative. Anyways,
No. You can't just drop that and walk away.
I can and I will.
Lamau.
As Mary, you walk out and are. Do you head back to the Stonemasons Guild?
Yes.
So you head over to the guild house as you find the guild house is now missing, with there being 30 plus dwarves with carts, mules, packs, all kind of standing there. We come to a
Oh,
decision.
gods. Oh, gods, what did they come to decide? I'm worried.
The monumental. Oi. Okay, give me a moment. I need a moment.
Whatever drugs you're on, lassie, we want to have some.
No, real. I need.
Oi,
I need
lassie. As the main dwarf that you were talking to earlier approaches. We have heard your offer, and we want, and of course, we are very much willing to work for you. We're going to move temporarily over to Barton, so we're going to be taking a fucking shop.
Oh, that's so wonderful. I had just been asking at the Carpenters Guild if they could help put up houses, but it looks like you already thought of that.
Well, this is just our shop. If we're going to need, if you think we're going to need some extra shelter, then that's your whole thing. Yeah.
Then
Oh,
we'll continue with
true. Oh dear, that's many houses.
Don't worry. We can put up a barracks. As all these dwarves start moving out with with the 30 plus dwarves with mules, carts,
There's
and
almost
packs.
certainly enough empty houses in town for them anyway.
So, I'm going to do something. This is hilarious.
Yes, go ahead.
Mary actually has the sending spell. So, 25 words. Oh dear. I wish I could ask Blib right now what he thinks would be a good idea for housing 30 plus dwarves at Barton. 25 words exactly. Blib, you hear this.
Okay.
You may respond with 25 words or less.
I may respond with 25 words or less. Okay.
You know it comes from Mary, and you can answer
Yeah.
immediately, and no one will hear it.
What does Brib respond with in his mind?
Hold on.
Fair, you know, Mary is actually paying them ludicrously well by giving them that 40% of the mythful chunk.
Yeah, no, they're willing to do all this work.
I think that's all I need.
Like they're willing to work for this. This is the best, biggest job they've ever had.
Now, that's not actually all the ore, because Mary did actually gather several of the smaller chunks into a highly marketable bear of holding.
Yes.
Mary's eyes go wide as she hears Blib. Goodness, I can hear him.
Oh my god.
Goodness, I can hear him.
Okay. My companion Blib has assured me that we will be able to provide housing.
Really now? Well, I thank you. I must thank you very much, lassie.
Oh, yes, and also, don't worry, but meals will be on us.
Really now? You're more than willing to pay for any of them.
Oh,
Am-
no, I mean, you're coming out here to help us. It's the least we could do.
It's also
You're
the
getting
first
paid
step
so
in
incredibly
good.
well.
It's also the first step in good business. The first sample's free.
Somehow.
She's paying them in mythful ore and free food. We're going to be cutting even for a while.
I
Mhm.
think that's putting it very gently.
As the best way I can describe as the dwarves are moving out and finishing deconstructing their shop is that Kid Cosmic scene.
As they're walking through the, I'm good. As they're walking through, Mario Tony be like, "Oh, hello, Mr. Guardsman."
He'll just go. You just see the guards captain. He's like walking by doing patrol or something. Just watches that the dwarves are finishing carting off their shop. There's just a hole in the ground now. As he just stares in utter befuddlement.
Yes, we've rented out the Masons Guild for the year. They're going to help lay the foundation for the new Holy Dwarven Citadel within Barton as well. I
For
do
the
think our
new-
tavern foundation might be a little offset.
He'll just kind of just look at you before
Maybe
he'll
just
just
saying those like they're comparable.
exactly before he will just take a moment, think,
Yeah, our party is not all
before
that good
just
when it comes
walking
to
away, not saying a single word.
He chose not to engage.
Oh my
We
god.
are poaching a major source of this town's lifeblood, and he's just not engaging.
he has no idea. He has no idea how to do this, how to deal with any of this shit.
Bro, he's got to be so unbelievably lost.
Definitely, he's just so fucking. He is just so fucking confused as he's just walks away, just muttering, just not even muttering to himself, just internally. He's just like, fuck, 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 what the fuck, what the fuck.
Oh my
Why?
god.
Why did Emerald Rank Adventures need to come in? Why is it always adventures? No, no, no. We can't keep things simple, now can we? Just internally, that is just internal thoughts.
uh, this poor fucking guard. Okay, so I'm sure this guard is just so over it all.
No, definitely he is.
That's so funny. I'm loving this. So
As
he walks away.
yes, he walks away as
Catch back up to the others with 30 plus dwarves and shop in tow.
yep.
Giuseppe, Bib, I've made an arrangement with the Masons Guild. They are going to be spending the year in Barton with us.
Uh-huh.
And I promise to pay them with 40% of the Blue Rock. They call it Mithril. Such a pretty name. And we're also going to be providing them food and drink at the tavern while they walk.
Burbage is like, okay. Seem good, seem good.
So you all are in
We've just shooken up this entire town, and we got here like about 5 days ago, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
We're doing good.
yeah.
We didn't
No,
even like. I think the funniest part is that we didn't even like. We didn't do anything for the first like 4 days, essentially.
like you guys arrived in town. Like, oh guys, the people at the bear off again. Let's hope they're quick about whatever they're doing. You guys disappeared for like basically a week. Then come back up and are just shocking the town even more.
Perfectly fine. Everything's fine, probably. I'm sure. Ish.
So you guys are so Brib and Giuseppe, you guys are now with Mary as she is explaining the people she's hired now.
Nice.
This is beginning to feel like some sort of early 2010 JRPG world builder.
I feel like we keep rocking this fucking town. All right. So we can probably now
This is
just
a
dip.
major port settlement.
We can probably dip at this point, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That way we can go back to the tavern and actually do some, you know, tavern things. Because I feel like as much as we are tavern owners, we have been doing a lot of non-tavern activities.
I do. Yes, let us go back to just being tavern owners.
Yes,
Like
of
we keep
course.
saying that we're just tavern owners, and then and then we just keep doing stuff that is very much so not tavern owner shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of funny. And by kind, I mean very.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so perfect. We're just gonna start heading out then. We're gonna walk over to the front of the place.
So you
That
guys walk out with you all gathering different with do you guys just basically escort the now massive caravan of dwarves and dwarvish constructs?
Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna escort them. We know where we're going. They don't really know where our tavern is. So we're just gonna, take them with us.
All right, so
Everything's completely normal.
you guys pull escort duty as hold on, let me see. So you guys don't have Morticia running full speed this time.
No,
As
because
he
we
usually
need to
do.
make
No,
sure that we.
it's more of a just sedated walk as you guys spend about the next 3 days traveling back to Barton.
Any of the I wanna say any of the of like the wildlife that we see on the way, like the deer that are roaming around or whatever, we will stop to like feed Morticia because it's been a second.
No, that is completely fair.
And I feel like that is 100% fair.
As you guys travel back to Barton.
Oh lordy.
As you guys are once again approaching the main gates of Barton, there is, you guys are greeted by the sight of Grandpa Hori.
Oh my god. He's gonna have
Gonna
a
give
heart
you
attack.
a heart attack.
As he's going about his morning walk. He seems to have taken well to his new role as the Lord of the Town. As he looks over, just like he just needs to give you all a warm smile, seeming to having been used to your hijinks a little bit. Before he
And he's gonna
sees
see
the absolute army of dwarves following you all, that smile slowly fades away into a look of
He
complete
thought that
and
he was
utter
used to our
horror.
shenanigans. And then we agansed.
He just kind of look, he just gives like a very like warm grandfatherly smile as he sees you all. Like, ah, yes, they're back. Ah, yes, they're back. This
A lot of
is.
them.
Wait a minute. Why? I'm hearing a lot more noise than usual from the. Wait, no. What is that following that? That is.
What is that?
Was that a bunch of how many dwarves are following? Dear God. As he just watches as an army of like about give or take 70 dwarves and dwarvish constructs walk into town like it's nothing.
Oh gods. And that's not even everyone. Like there's just more. And the more like he continues to look and see, the more it's just like, wait, huh?
Where is it ending? Is it going to stop?
Poor
As
Grandpa Hori.
what do you guys say to Grandpa Hori as you all are walking back into town?
Making Citadel. Yeah, I'm just gonna tell him we're making a Citadel.
Uh-huh. Making a citadel? What exactly do you mean by that?
Uh um I'm gonna point over at the big ass one. Like the big
Yeah,
dwarf construct.
yes, the protector.
He is
That one.
protector. Mm-hmm.
Protector? I don't really understand what you mean by that.
Uh Brib will grab Mary. Help.
Mary would. Mary, who was like showing the dwarves where they could set up for the night, will look and walk over.
Mary, it's good to see you.
Greetings, your lordship. She would giggle slightly as she says it, but in a proud way.
Oh my god.
Greetings. Do you mind explaining what exactly is going on here?
Oh, well, these are the 30 dwarven constructs of the citadel of the founding dwarves, the Hall of Ancestors, now crumbling. They have chosen to take up new holdings within these lands. We've promised them they may erect a great citadel, a beacon to all of dwarven kin, that this shall be their new ancestral homes, where the songs of old may play again, where the beer may flow like the rivers, and where dwarves may connect once more with their ancestors, both spiritually and physically, as the dead of old may be entombed in a proper resting place. As well, the 30 dwarves of the Stonemasons Crafters Guild have decided to uproot their very shop itself and relocate it here at our behest upon on our behest on your behalf to help lay this foundation, as well to help rebuild this town into a proper settlement once more. Also, I'm concerned that the tavern foundation might be slightly sloped, and they agreed to take a look at that. But don't worry, the finances have all been arranged. We're paying them with this pretty blue rock. She reaches and hands over the ankh that with the leather strap she carved to Grandpa Hori. We're paying them with this beautiful rock they call mithril. As well, free food and drink at the tavern, so you need not worry about it being a financial burden on your holdings, Lord Hori.
He'll just kind of look up at you.
And that's Doran, the keeper of ancients, holder of the Book of Beers.
Oh my god.
Holder at the book of
This
beer.
and this is Crafter, my new friend. He hails from the from the birthplace of my faith. Crafter, please meet the Honorable Lord Hawley.
Crafter will just kind of like march up before just like before like setting down the ore and the statue before giving like a polite bow.
Oh my god.
It
Oh,
is
and look at
a
this wonderful statue. We're gonna put it right at the tavern entrance.
I see. Um. Huh.
You know, it's beginning to feel like that meme where adventurers take some kobolds as a pet, but we've taken a town as our pet.
Oh my god, we have taken a town as our pet.
Oh,
He's
there'll
were
also
just-
be some carpenters coming by later to help with the towns and fix some of the woodwork within the tavern. If things go well, they might be willing to send more people to help build up more houses. And oh goodness, they could help improve the barn for Matisha.
Yes, yes, of course. Uh, having new houses be built will always be good for the town as well.
Mm.
Many
We're
of the
going to send
houses have been left to decay, unfortunately.
We're going to send word up to the Highlands where the dwarves are about this new citadel, and they seem so far excited at the prospect. Who knows? Maybe in a year's time, this will be a whole community of dwarves running around singing their wonderful little songs.
he just gets like a very
It'll
far
be
off
so
look.
lively here.
Just gives a very far off look as he hears this. Yes, of course.
Now, I don't know if you know this, but one of Mary's key character traits. Let me open up a sheet.
While this is
Right
going
under
on, Brib is like
ideals, the
guiding
more,
all of them
the
to
merrier.
where. Yeah. Brib is just like guiding everyone to where they're gonna be located, what they're gonna be up to. He's just like, all right, this is where you'll be. This is what you'll be doing. This is where we want the houses to be. Oh god.
As he will just kind of like take a deep breath before just nodding softly. I thank you, Mary Day. I am. I. It'll be nice to see see Barton grow again. It'll be nice to see the town grow again. Um, I have a few things I need to quickly attend to.
Of course, your lordship. I imagine you're quite busy, and I do thank you for taking the time to speak with us.
Of course, of course. I will.
I don't think he like sees it as a chore. It's like his obligation at this point because we've made him into what he is.
That is true. As he just like, as he will take a few moments, to.
Oh my god, you know how there's people who like pray and like make deals with devils to gain power? I feel like he's at this point praying to stop gaining power.
Yeah.
He's like, please stop giving me influence. This is dangerous. Please stop. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I can do.
what God has cursed me? What God has cursed me to endure this? As you guys as you guys will eventually return back to the tavern. As you all have finally returned with Crafter and with Crafter placing the statue right here. I will update the map for next week.
Mhm.
As is so what will you guys be doing next now that you're finally home?
First things first. Morticia needs to start digging. We have buckets of fish and shit that needs to immediately start reproducing or at least getting accumulated with their home.
We got 30 dwarves. Mary's going to address them and ask them to aid us in this project to help set up the fishery.
So here's the big plan. Here's the plan, right? Morticia is gonna make the initial hole because they're gonna be able to scoop up the most, right?
Mhm.
And then we'll have the dwarves kind of etch out the finer details of the hole to make it actually look nice and feel.
I'm
at
gonna
home
be
for
honest.
fish.
No, I'm gonna be honest. 60 dwarves can outdig Morticia.
All right.
They
Then
have the
Brib-
best
You don't understand.
motivation of
One
all.
dwarf.
Oh wait,
One
I have an
dwarf
idea
is 4
then.
times better at digging than a human, so you could equivalent this to having 240 trained diggers.
Okay, so then hear me out. Hear me out. The moment that you're done, Mary, you're gonna turn around and you're gonna see Brib on top of like 4 boxes, addressing the like mass amount of people that we now have. Dwarves need help digging, for have lots of fish, need home.
Give me a might be a good check here to
Persuasion?
sure, persuasion. Brib, give me a persuasion check. As you're trying
Cool,
to
that's
talk.
a 26. I rolled plus 11, I rolled a 15.
No, that's fair. That's completely fair.
I don't think I can roll lower than a 21.
As Brib, you start. So Brib, you start giving them direction to you start giving them directions, and they all immediately get to work. Just the 60 or so dwarves and dwarvish constructs. The constructs just putting away their the animated armors will just put away their warhammers onto their backs, open up their chest compartments, and pull out shovels and picks. as with a fervor, what can be best described as just a divine fervor, they begin getting to work.
How quickly does this hole just form for all of the fish and crabs that we just got?
Quickly, they're done in about 5. Not even 5
Holy
hours.
shit.
They're done in like 3 hours.
Oh my god.
Mary's going to thank everyone and then quickly make her way to the kitchen to start cooking dinner. Even though it's only like 11 a.m.
Giuseppe's already working on lunch.
Good. Hopefully that'll give Mary enough time to make dinner.
Oh my god. So we're gonna put so the moment that they're done, Brib is also gonna join in because Brib refuses to be any amount of useless.
No. Mary would look at Brib. Oh, Brib, thank you, but could you
But no,
please
like,
help direct the workers?
oh no, I'm like putting the buckets of fish and everything into these into the new like home. So like I've gathered like 10 of the dwarves to help me like start putting in all the water and all of that.
Just basically getting like a whole conga line of bucket carriers.
Oh yeah. And it's just like one after another. So this hole is made in 3 hours, and in probably the next hour the fish and the crabs are all trying to acclimate to this home.
The fish are like, the pho, man.
We were just underground. What the fuck happened?
One of them like, what's wrong with you? I don't water!
Yeah, so we're just fucking baller like that, I guess.
Yeah, after about again, it takes about another few hours to get the artificial lake all filled up.
Holy shit. Yeah, we've made an artificial lake to have our own fish and crab farm.
Yeah, so you just dump in the fish and the crabs and like the like you also make sure you plant like some of the seaweed as you guys were filling it up.
Yep.
Seaweed and coral and other things. You guys just now have an artificial lake in the backyard, essentially.
Do you want me to make a a performance to see how well I can like make or how homey I can make this?
No, make me a nature check to see if you can make it very
A nature
homey.
check. Okay. Hey, so
What did you roll?
Oh, that's a net 20. I'm
Brib,
sorry.
Brib, you can't keep doing this to me.
I'm sorry.
You, you just can't keep doing this.
I'd like to apologize.
The dice just sitting there with a shit-eating grin like, I can and I will.
Brim is like diving into this lake,
Yeah,
like going
no.
underneath the water, putting shit.
Did you know? Brib is part seagull.
Parent fucking lead. Jesus Christ.
Like, oh, yep, this is just perfect, huh?
As it just after a while, Brib, you come back up to the top. You come back to the shore. You're completely soaking wet. You are Sog.
I am Sog, but the entire lake looks immaculate.
Yes, no, it looks
don't-
immaculate at the moment.
I think I don't know if it looks like an artificial lake anymore. Is the problem? Like, I'm just not thinking of it. I don't know. Does it count as an artificial lake anymore?
Yes.
Let me see. What did I put? Because I did. No, I think Slaya. To answer your question, I think it was just 2. I don't know what I put the +1 in.
Oh, okay. What would you think though if you had to pick one?
Probably Dex because that's my next highest.
Okay.
What's going
Yeah,
on?
I don't know, but they're asking me questions. If you want to know, my charisma's a 20, my Dex is an 18.
Jesus.
I
I keep forgetting that.
What? Getting what?
I keep forgetting how high
Yeah,
how
I don't
high some
know.
of your stats are.
My other stats aren't that bad either. If you look at them, I'm not gonna say them all because I feel like no one needs it. But like, you as the DM can look at it. I rolled really well, if you remember.
Yeah, I do. It's just sometimes my brain just can't possibly comprehend it.
Oh no,
The pure power of Brib, a true god of chaos.
Brib just has way too much.
Woe, math be upon ye.
Exactly.
Brib chucking math at people. Math, have it. I don't want it. Have it.
Whoa, math be upon ye.
So our DM is great and all, but he has kind of a problem. Oh yeah, what is that? Math causes him psychic damage.
You
Math
joke,
does
but
cause
that
some
is
people
actual
psychic
truth.
I love math. A
Look,
friend
I
of
wasn't
mine.
even meaning it about you. The joke just popped in my head.
I know, but still, math actually does cause me psychic damage IRL. Because I'm just so bad at
I love
it.
math so much. A friend of mine, my girlfriend and I were telling to like visit us, and they were like, "Oh, I'll probably be taking like on an online class because they're in college, for like business math, which is probably just like algebra or like algebra 2 level math." And I'm like, "Oh, I love math. I'll help." It's just math. I love math. Give me the numbers.
The numbers, Mason.
Give me the numbers, Mason. I know what they mean. Give it to me.
Okay.
Oh, lordy. So, so that happens.
Yes, so you spend a few hours with the dwarves making this artificial lake that, honestly, if you didn't know you just made it today, it looked like it's been here for a while.
Oh my god, this artificial lakes look like an actual lake, and it's been here for less than five. Like it's been here for less than 10 hours, and I'm pretty sure it looks like it's been here for like eons.
Yeah, this looks like, oh yeah, just the perfectly normal lake that just up that looks like it's been here for like generations, but it popped up literally less than 10 hours ago.
Oh my god, Grandpa Hori is gonna come out of his fucking house and see this and just be like, "Huh? Was that lake always here?" People are gonna have to make insight checks on the fucking lake. What is going on with our party?
I don't know.
I've been making the most asinine fucking 20s, and it hasn't even been on attacks. I haven't. I don't remember the last nat 20 I've gotten on an attack.
I don't think you have gotten any nat 20s on attacks. It's all just been random shit like this.
My attacks have hit, but they've never been like nat 20s. I'm pretty sure. My girlfriend just bullied some kid in fucking DTI because they were being bitchy. I fucking. Oh my lord. So yeah, my nat 20s are not helping me even in battle, which is the funny thing. It's only been skill checks, and I
Mhm.
don't know what to tell you.
I think that just weirdly makes it better. Because you're not doing
What?
like mungo damage in combat. No, you're just doing crazy shit out of combat.
He is doing exactly what a bard does, succeeding every social encounter.
You're not wrong.
All we need to do now is find a dragon so we can roll to seduce it.
I mean, he kind of already did with Ruby.
Our creativity outside of combat, I feel like, is
Ruby is a
unparalleled.
beautiful being, and no one will be seducing her.
Well, what about Blue?
I don't think anyone
Blue
could
gets a
seduce
pass.
Ruby. I think the
Blue
problem
gets
is
a
that Ruby,
pass.
depending on what PB has done, Ruby can turn into something like a Rayquaza or something, and at least in like size and shit, or it could continue to stay at that size. We don't know yet. Is the thing. This is entirely PB, like up to PB on how Ruby evolves. Currently, it's in favor of lightning damage, which is interesting to say the least.
For some reason, Ruby's just been leaning towards lightning. Like, okay, let's just say this: the whole thing with Ruby's potential evolution is literally just entirely based on your actions, Brib, and the things you have her do.
The thing is that we're just having her do quite a lot.
I know.
It's not even that we're having her do quite a lot. It's just that she does quite a lot.
She does.
If I could get your attention to turn to Discord.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Homebrewing. Faye Walker Kenku.
Blue,
Okay.
if you could please take a
Oh
look.
my god.
This is my gift to you.
Origin unknown and unfathomable. The Kenku are an indecipherable enigma. Their true origin of twists of fate, Fae, and gods, and wars lost to mortal kin is lost even to them. Appearance: a short avian humanoid with bird head and talon feet. Their hands are covered in the same small scaling as their feet. Typically some form or variation of words, meaning, or adjacent to birds. Your character has the following racial traits: humanoid, fae, celestial.
Oh god.
Oh gods. All right, Faekin, you are inexplicably linked to the Fae. You have advantage to saves against Fae charm magics. Fae creatures recognize you as a fellow Fae. I don't know. Brib does not know this.
No, he doesn't.
I feel like the age could probably be buffed a little bit considering we're adding Fae and Celestial, you sack of fucking potato.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. You're a Fae outside the Fae Wilds. That's why it's so short.
True. Reaching maturity by 12, Kenkus live to 60, typically, which is completely normal in most cases. Alignment varies.
No, you skip the Celestial Blood.
Celestial Blood. You are inexplicably linked to the divine. Oh boy. You have advantage to saves against curses. Celestials recognize the spark of divinity within me. Oh boy.
Oh god.
Let me just. Okay, time to add this shit. Where do I put this?
You put this in your racial features.
So that's in where like my other feats are. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Okay. This is fine. This is totally and 100% perfectly fine. Oh my god. Kenku. So there's the Celestial Blood. Now I need to add the bacon.
Oh god. The spark of divinity.
It's fine. I'm just lightly holy for some reason.
I mean, he is related to Verna.
This is true. And Ra, which canonically turned into a god at some point.
That is true.
I don't remember when, but it fucking happened, if I remember right. Mystic Replication. Okay, so that's just the... hold on.
Most of
I
that's
think that's just
slightly
the expert
flavoring, but
forgery.
mechanically the same.
Yeah, it's just expert forgery. So I'll change that to Mystic Replication. It's just the same, you duplicate other creatures' handwriting, yeah. Okay. I'll just change the name to Mystic Replication, that works.
Okay, if you refresh the page, I've adjusted the age.
Kenku lived to 60 on average. When in Feywild or the Immortal Planes, Kenku lifespan can extend for centuries. Oh boy.
Age. When on the material plane, Kenku reach maturity at 12, Kenku can live up to 60 on average. When in the Feywilds or the immaterial planes, Kenku lifespan can extend for centuries.
Oh, I also just realized you gave me Celestial as a language.
Yes. And Sylvan.
Hold on. Proficiency, language, Celestial.
I'm just putting everything we've already decided for your character on one page.
Oh my lord.
No, that's fair. That's
Essentially.
completely fair, Slay.
There we go. I want to put this in perspective, okay? Because I have Celestial, I have Infernal.
Brib talked about angels and demons.
Oh
boy.
boy. I also know Elvish, by the way. Oh god. And then just, obviously the commons. But alright, it's fantastic. Everything's completely fine, I'm sure. Yep. Okay. So we've made the river. We have
The lake, you mean?
the lake. Jesus Christ. We've made the lake. I think that's all we've made so far, but that means that our fish can start populating and do all of that. That's going to take a while, but we do have other things that we've already prepared to be able to eat. So, we're not going to be too out of luck. Like we do have a lot of crab still, don't we? Because of that one crab monster. Jesus Christ.
You still have a lot of crab meat. You have a lot. You do have the what was it? Not lion. You have the chest full of meat.
Yeah, I think that's tiger.
Hold on. This is not for destroyed dragon heads, unknown helm. 11 crab meat. Buckets made of. Strange ring crystal, 20 copper, book in unknown language. So I'm just tracking down which one it was. Anyways, yes.
Oh.
You do have the chest full of meat from a monster, from the animal you killed in the dungeon.
Yeah, we still have so much resources. We're still probably perfectly fine for food for so long.
Yeah, no, you guys probably are.
We'll need to still plant things. So while Mary is doing that,
So, well, by the way, well, when you guys got back, Bonnie is just tending to the garden and planting stuff.
oh,
Mhm.
perfect.
She is doing Banoi farming.
Perfect. So our farms are starting to be up and running. We're gonna add more to that. So we'll just have say that she's whatchamacallit. I've given her the material, like all the like all the plants to replant and do. So that'll get started. um Otherwise, what is there left to do?
Is there anything you guys, Giuseppe and Mary, please give me some, rolls about, can you guys please
About
give me,
lunch.
yeah, for making lunch and dinner.
Mary does have a proficiency in that. That would be domestic.
I would start probably not cooking, playing music. So bardic inspiration to you.
17 plus what's Bardic Inspiration at this level?
D8.
I don't actually have a domestic, so I'm just going to make a dex check, and it'll be
18.
Alright, so that'll be lunch.
so. Mary, of course, will be humming to the goddess, so I'm gonna add that.
Brib, please give me a performance check to see how well you perform.
So that's 14 plus 6. That is unnatural 20.
That is a 20. One.
Uh,
Sorry. 21
okay.
for romance.
Alright, so Brib, you are playing some rather nice music for everyone as the day slowly turns to night. People have eaten and enjoyed a rather nice lunch prepared by Giuseppe. With the dwarves coming in like small groups, coming in and out bit by bit, with you guys eventually having a with eventually just the tavern is just overflowing with dwarves. But at the end of the night, as they are wanting to get some dinner before they enjoy a nice sleep. And Mary, every dwarf, you guys are serving them food, Brib's music is like the music Brib is playing is quite beautiful throughout the day. And Mary, every dwarf that you serve just compliments the cooking. Believes that it's just so good, so perfect. They get their complete compliments to the chef. Let's see here. Uh, blah, 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 blah. as you guys finish up the serving, and the dwarves are they're a bit rowdy and everything, enjoying the food, enjoying the company. Mary, you actually see one of the dwarves. You actually overhear one of the dwarves kind of talking to
PB,
the others.
you've been cutting out like 2 words at a time. I have no idea what's happening.
Oh, sorry. I had fucking noise suppression on. Damn it.
Mm.
I keep forgetting to turn that off. So, you guys have been serving the dwarves for dinner has been going on for about an hour now.
Mm-hmm.
As you're just hearing Burb's music go on around the room. It's just this very nice taverny melody, as the dwarves are constantly complimenting your cooking. Giuseppe's helping serve tables and gather up dishes with at one point, as you are finishing serving up some alcohol, one of the dwarves will be chatting with the others at the bar, as where was it? What were they saying? Ah, yes. As the dwarves at the bar will be chatting out. Can you actually give me a perception check as you're hearing something from the dwarves?
Hmm?
That's a
Perception check?
3.
Yep. What, Griff?
All of us are just.
That's a 3.
Yeah, all of you give me a perception check.
23?
All
I'm
right.
glad someone rolled high because I did not. I got a 7.
Yes. For
Oh
once.
no, 8. Sorry.
Yes, for once the brim is not rolling ridiculously high.
It has to be balanced somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
It has to balance out. That's an 8 for my perception. That is not a. I don't see shit, dog.
As Mary, as you are enjoying, as you're serving them some food and everything, there is a. You hear some of the dwarfs chatting about how the symbols on the armor of the animated armors that you guys have, they don't recognize them until one very much older looking dwarf. He dwarves, of course, no matter what they like. Dwarves always look a bit older than they actually are because all of them have beards.
Mm-hmm.
But one that looks quite a bit older. He has plenty of braids, quite a few beard rings. As he says, I recognize the symbol. Belonging to an old empire. No one really knows anything about them. Some say that they were the first. Some others say that they are not. Just a lost city. There's been many lost cities. Yeah. Again, everyone believes that this was maybe the first. Who knows? Whatever they found, however they found it, I have to say, I'm honestly looking forward to see if they find any more.
Uh-huh.
I mean, who can say that they're working for people who found a piece of lost dwarvish fucking history? You saw the construction of that one construct, right? And it has an ancient book of the ancient beers. This place is going to be the blah, blah, blah. There's a word, I can't think of it. Damn it. The term for jealousy.
Envy?
Yes, thank you. This place is probably going to end up being the envy of any of the mountain homes.
You better believe it.
Alright, I think I had enough to drink. I'm going to turn in for the night. As the dwarf will finish chugging the rest of his pint before stumbling out. Uh, the night continues on with as the dwarves all slowly filter out. There is in fact a where did I put that? I know I had a token for them. Apologies. I thought I had a token on hand. Apparently not. Where did I put this token? I know I have it. Huh. Okay. That is weird. I thought I had the people tokens at the ready. I apparently didn't.
It happens.
As you guys are cleaning up from all the dwarves, a pair of a halfling and a human would actually walk in with damn, I can't find the tokens at all. So just imagine I placed down 2 tokens. I apologize.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I had default tokens set. I don't. I need to work on that. So the 2 walk in as they kind of just look around before the halfling will kind of just speak up a bit. Well, you guys will actually hear because the halfling is kind of like soft yelling. I was told there's going to be pie. I heard there's some good pie here. Look, just calm down. We just need to step. Ugh. We just need a place to stop for the night. We can worry about pie in the morning. You can never wait on pie.
Rib will like pull out some of the stuff that we grabbed from the thing. New spices, new pie.
The halfling will immediately like whip around towards you, Burib.
Mm-hmm.
Just immediately, just you can just hear the spine cracking as he just whips around. What kind of pie? Tell me now.
No clue. New pie because new spices. No spices known. Uh, grabbing like a couple of the buckets with spices that I've probably never seen.
Yes, these are definitely spices you've never seen before. There's a few fruits that you've never seen before as well. Uh,
What did fruits that I've never seen before, and then you kind of cut out.
yeah, no, that was it. Just
Okay.
spices and fruits that
Yeah.
you've never seen before.
Yeah, I'm just gonna show it to them. Just hello.
You just look wide-eyed as you're presenting all this. Wait. Oh. Make me a pie now, as he just gives you 3 silvers.
Understood. And I will jump over and waddle over to Mary and Giuseppe. Let's make pie. We must remove seeds from fruits so that we may grow.
What is your guys' response to hearing this from Brib?
Aye! At this hour!
How late is it?
It's close to about 8 or 9.
Ah, that's fine. Perfect. That means we'll be done by like 10, 11.
Mary is already off to the kitchen.
Fantastic. And we still have we have plenty of sugar.
Like, you don't understand. As soon as they requested pie, Mary was walking that way. She wasn't even here for half the conversation.
She just heard pie.
Yeah, Breb wasn't paying attention for most of it, and then he heard someone wanting pie and was like, "Oh, we have new things. We might as well start making some stuff."
The human who's with the halfling will just kind of like, I just sigh softly. Really, couldn't wait for me to put in an order as well, could you? Pie.
Alright, settle down.
I heard.
What can I get
I
for
heard-
you?
I'll have. Let's see here. As he just kind of looks at the kind of menu on the backboard.
uh, we can also try making hand request, for we have lots of stuff have not put on menu yet.
Honestly, I could go for some fried. I could honestly go for some fish and fried potatoes, please. With as he just
We
kind
have
of
so much fish.
as he just kind of looks at like what kind of drinks you have on offer.
When he requests fish, Brib will head over to the newly formed lake that he's made.
You hear fish and you just turn around, waddle outside. There's just a sound of a splash before you just come like flopping out with 3 fish in hand.
It's the same fish. I made sure to grab one that I had in abundance, so it's probably nothing of the super rare, but it's probably nothing that's super common either.
Probably not.
I'll roll something if you want to have it see what I get for it, but that's what I'm bringing in to like grill and make for him. I want to make this myself essentially. Like he said fish, and I made the fish pond and lake, so I want that.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I will. Okay, can you give me 3d20s
3d20s. All right.
to see what
First
fit
one.
to see the fimps you get?
Yeah, let's see. So first one's an 18.
All right.
Next one is a 7. And the last one is a nat 20 on a fish.
All
I
right.
Reiterate that I have again gotten a nat 20, not an attack roll, but on a fucking fish.
Well, I will say that you have.
I'm throwing myself off a cliff. Anyways, it just baffles me at the stupidity of my nat 20s. Because again, it's not an attack roll. I think I may have nat 20'd for an attack maybe once this entire campaign.
I've actually been getting a lot of nat 20s on attacks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
y'all
no,
have
what
been
attack at all?
great with your nat 20 attacks. Ruby has gotten some nat 20 attacks. Me? It's all my skills.
Yup,
throwing
the
myself
dice
off a
want Mary to commit violence.
They want me to commit diplomacy. And that is a threat. I want to remind.
That is a threat.
My diplomacy is a threat.
Meanwhile, Mary in the kitchen.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and grill this fish.
All right, so you have a. Okay, so you have a salmon, a cod, and a what was the last one?
It was an 18, a 7, and a 20. So
Oh, and a trout.
okay.
So you have like 3 different types of fish on hand. How would you like to cook them?
I'm going to grill them with some salt. Put some wrap them in like a sort of foil so that the juices don't escape, and put a good amount of like decent looking herbs. Like I want to make these essentially perfect, or as close to what Brib could imagine a really good fish, because as a bird creature,
As a bird creature.
As a
Alright.
Brit, no, as a Brit, we're wrapping that in flour, egg, flour again, and then frying that shit.
Well, we have 3 different fish, so that's the thing. We can do one fish on the grill, like what I just described. One fish we can fucking batter and bake and essentially fry, and one fish we can we can do like a sashimi.
That depends. What kind of salmon is it? Is it
Oh.
Atlantic salmon or Pacific salmon?
Right, I forget there's a major difference there. Hold on.
Yeah, because one is the type that you can eat raw. The other has a lot of parasites and stuff in it. That means no, you gotta smoke that
Okay,
shit.
okay. I have to bring up. I don't think any of us are traveled enough to even know the word sashimi, let alone how to prepare it.
You're not wrong, but I can at least try and make it look nice because
Yes.
I'll cook it like 2 different ways and then be kind of lost on the third one. I could possibly just fillet it and then present it. It's not going to be called sashimi, but it is going to be raw fish.
It
It's
would
Atlantic
effectively be the
salmon.
chicken.
Huh?
Yeah, that's the good shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I
like
mean,
the super
I
nice
see
stuff.
Mary would look at you, preparing this raw and be like, "Brib, shouldn't you be cooking that?"
This one good, not cooked. Trust. Try, and grab like a small piece and give to you.
Mary would look at it, and I need to check something.
Would she trust Brib?
I
Meanwhile,
don't think
just
it's a
take a
word of
slice
trust. I
piece.
think it's a whether or not she actually has the taste buds to appreciate it.
See, well, no, I'm trying to figure out. Does Mary like fish?
Yeah, that's what I was.
Oh,
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
that's
a
the
good
thing.
question.
that is a good question.
Now, obviously, fish was a large part of the Egyptian diet, and obviously it's a huge part of the UK diet. But I don't know if fish would be that appetizing to Minotaur.
No, that is true.
Like they do eat meat, but
Question.
like Mary's not a vegetarian, but she does eat a mostly vegetable diet.
Mhm.
I think, while she might like fish, I think Mary would look at this raw fish and look at Liv and look at the raw fish, and she'd have a kind of awkward smile. Oh, I'm all right. I've already had dinner.
Understood. And then you'll see Brib throw it up in the air before chomping at it, and then going back to cooking them. What do I need to roll to see how well my cook is?
Give me a survival check.
With 1d6 domestic divine guidance.
Oh,
So,
okay.
add a 5 to whatever you get.
That's funny. I rolled a d6 as well, and I also got a 5.
Okay, what is your total?
Would you return the favor for my pies?
I will. I will give you a d8, however. I got a 19. It almost landed on the 1. That is a +3. So that's a 22 plus 5. That's a 27.
All right. So you spent a lot of time on preparing the fish. And you end up with like 3 plates of different done up ways of fish. They all look delicious. They all smell delicious. And then there's just a plate of fairly plain potato fries in the center.
I am going to. May I make the pie roll?
Yes, you may make
Pie
the roll
roll.
for pie.
Okay, so that is 14 plus 3, so that's 17. So that is 23. No, 22. So that is 25.
Yes, so while Brib is rushing around the kitchen with 3 different types of fish to cook, Mary, you would get to work immediately as you start as you pick out as you look over the various fruits. What do you pick? There's this kind of oval shaped one that has like a big pit in the middle. There are these long but yellow ones. Then there's these like bright red fruits you guys got from the area that looks like Sandera. There's many
goodness.
fruits. Which ones do you pick?
How big is our oven?
Hold on. Let me go over to the kitchen. It's about that size.
That's 10 feet. Okay, so assuming a decent sized pie dish of like what, 6 inches across,
Yeah.
maybe 8 inches across. Uh, I'm gonna make 5 pies.
Oh my god.
Mary doesn't know which one is best, so she's just gonna make one of each.
You have to remember to take out the seeds so that we can plant them to get more fruit and stuff.
As we were saying that, Mary would nod and take the effort to pluck out all the little seeds.
Brib is running around the kitchen making the fish, and he's just gonna be like, seeds, don't forget.
See,
Yes,
don't
yes, Blib
forget.
dear.
As so you spend some time making each pie. It takes about. It's not that difficult for you to work on each one. Like making the pie crust in bulk's pretty easy. You're used to making like a bunch of stuff like this in fairly big batches from back home. And as you are so you start preparing the fillings, using the sugars you guys got from the maple trees, and also preparing and chopping up the fruit, getting it like par cooked just right. And but not too. It doesn't. It takes a little bit for the pies to cook, but after they're all nice and done, there's just a divine smell coming from the oven. It's like all these different fruit smells are just they just smell so good.
Oh my god. How
As
much are these guys drooling? Because they're probably at the table. They smell it, don't they?
uh God, yeah, no, they are. As uh as the halfling is this looks like they're just about to go fucking feral. As he's just smelling all this pie being made in the pack. Like, the best way I can describe it for everyone is literally just imagine a mixture of cooked bananas, mangoes, apples, and there's one or two more fruits I kind of forget. Imagine all that, like those sweet, distinct smells all wafting
Now,
together.
Mary's not used to a lot of this, but she knows how to make an apple pie.
Yes,
And it's close enough.
I mean it's the same concept. It's most likely the same concept, no matter what, right?
I mean, hey, if the culinary DM says so, I will take that as gospel.
It actually isn't that. It's actually not even really that surprisingly. Like, so when it comes to making pie, especially fruit pies, it typically depends on how exactly the fruit's flesh works, but typically you can kind of prepare the fillings mostly the same.
Hmm. All right, so we finish these pies and the food, and we bring it out to them.
All right, eat up.
Enjoy.
Oh my gosh, that's right, because Wib would mostly be hearing Mary or Bonnie serving the food, so whenever Wib goes to hand someone food, it's this soft, kind voice, or this more energetic Scottish voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
As
yeah.
God. as 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 you guys serve up these pies and this fish, and the halfling just looks so excited as they grab a fork and just start digging in. No, they grab two forks and just start utterly demolishing these pies.
No. They're using proper pie eating fork and spoon technique.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Stab
of
and
course.
shovel.
Exactly. As again,
Uh,
he's just going at it very, very quickly, just completely destroying each pie one by one. He's basically wolfs down a pie in like 15 minutes.
and then there's me, who I put down these 3 different styles of fish for them.
He just kind of looks
Other
at
guy's very happy.
he's just like, whoa, okay, proper fish and chips, but nice bake. But what's this last one? As he gestures to basically sashimi.
Uh, Own style. Did not know a third style of cooking, so tested. Good fish will taste good.
I see.
Mary gives
Hmm.
it. Mary looks a bit uncertain at this.
He will just nod as he starts to eat. Uh, hold on. Let me make a quick roll.
Bust into tears.
Oh no, the halfling is already like complete ugly crying as
Man is so
he's
happy.
halfway through the third pie.
Mary would kneel down and look at the halfling. Oh dear, is it not to your liking?
It's so delicious.
Oh,
Oh, that victory.
It's so sweet. It's so good. What a chick food. It's just like talk screaming while in the middle of eating.
Mary would smile happily.
He does not recognize any of the fruits. He's just having the time of his life, munching on all the pies.
You have no idea how much effort I'm putting into not starting to drool, because now I'm thinking of so much pie, and I now want pie.
Mood. This is the curse of running a tavern campaign.
I did not put pep campaign munchies.
I already
You've
have.
no idea how much this helps my grocery bill.
Oh no.
If it's any consolation,
Like,
I
this-
literally
this-
just ate leftover chicken from last night.
Like, we have session here in the morning, and then I get paid at night, and then all the things we go over here, I'm like, ooh, that'd be great to have this week. Put that on the grocery bill. It helps. It helps my meal planning so much. It's just great for my budget.
Meal planning.
I mean, hey, if it's helping the kiwi, that's good.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take that.
All right. So, how is my guy reacting to the fish? What did he
Okay,
try
so you say that,
first?
but I just had a thought of all of us somehow actually going to this tavern, don't ask questions. But then I thought, no wait, I wouldn't be able to eat anything. Like, at all. Anything. And I just feel like Mary would be driven to tears by her inability to serve me literally anything.
Oh my god.
No,
Yeah, when
she
you've got
would.
that many allergies, that's kind of sad.
Here's the thing, Slam. I know I could probably be able to make you a lot of things. You just give me a list of the allergies I need to avoid. It's gonna be difficult as hell. I know that much. But I
Soy,
know I can do it.
all dairy, gluten, fish.
Oh my god. All right, you're like my grandmother's dog who's allergic to grass.
That includes, by fish, I mean seafood in general.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
figured. Alrighty.
Literally, there's nothing. They could serve me lemonade.
My lord. So my guy, how does he react to the fish again? What does he try first?
Lemonade,
so
a nice steak. You're not allergic to potato, are you?
No, I'm not allergic to potato, but I don't see Mary making anything potato without putting butter on it.
Oh yeah.
Steak and fries. Steak and fries.
But wouldn't they be cooking that in fish oil?
No,
We have other oils.
I mean,
plant-based oil.
Mhm.
Does the town? What type of? Okay, I realize I
Or
don't know
rather,
what type
if
of
we're looking,
oil
if we're talking about,
Tavern have.
if we're talking about, if we're talking about like ye olde tavern food, they'll be cooking that in tallow. That'll be being cooked in fat.
yeah, so like
Mm.
beef tallow would basically be the more common one, honestly. Beef
Yeah,
or
it would.
pork tallow, which is again
Well,
just
okay, no,
tallow.
I suppose if they got the pork up and went in, explain my allergies and proper food, explain my allergies, proper food safe protocol. It would not at all be what they're used to, but I would imagine Mary would take it as a mission.
Oh my
Ham,
God.
mashed potatoes, somehow, lemonade,
Mhm.
and it would just be like, boom.
I had like an hour left before I got a dip. So...
Oh, I'm
It's
sorry.
hard to make good mashed potatoes without milk, though.
It really is.
At my place, we use either coconut or rice milk.
Ooh, yeah, that would be a solution because coconut milk is nice and creamy.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. Oh no. Oh no. Next thing you know, some man over in like Africa or something is just watching the ship dock as these foreigners get off it, and Mary's like, hello, we're here to acquire the cacao nut."
All right, and how do you want that shipped? By swallow, I assume.
Oh, you got it. You got it. I was hoping somebody would.
No, I was about it. I was like, wait a minute, this is set up for a Monty Python bit.
Soon as you said coconut, I'm like, I've got to shoehorn a Monty Python joke in here somehow.
Oh my
You
God.
beat me to the punch,
Okay.
Grave, and I
Okay,
will.
back to the session before Blip has to leave.
Yes. So you guys, so Rib, the guy you had served, he's just like he's giving a try at each of the fish dishes. He's like clearly unsure about the sushi, but the pan fried, the baked, the kind of baked slash pan fried one, and the fish and chips. He's clearly loving that. But
Okay. But as
as he's finishing up, he'll just kind of look at the sashimi, very wary for a few moments before just
Just if he comes out with a whole plate of the sashimi and he's just eating it. It's just so good! Undercooked the fish! Who would have thought?
Mary does not look comfortable watching this.
yeah, Giuseppe just has another platter because I didn't give him like all of the food because it would have been like an asinine amount of food. That's 3 different fish.
Salmons are fucking huge, okay?
Yeah,
And
no,
plus,
they
Mary
are.
just gave them. Mary just put 5 different 8-inch pies.
Yeah, so I feel like so Giuseppe can come out with like a fucking big ass thing of it, and it's just like, oh, okay.
And he's just like, all right. And just grabs a piece with his finger, starts eating. Just like, oh wow, this is actually not that bad. Nom 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 nom.
Oh, no.
As before long, the two of them will finish all their dishes. The halfling is rotund.
Rotund.
He is now a rotund halfling.
More so than he was already.
Yes, the potato has evolved into pumpkin.
Oh,
Such
my
an apt
lord.
way of describing it.
Like that's literally the best way I can describe it.
No, literally.
The halfling just pats his very bloated belly, very clearly happy, as his human companion just, wow, this is some really good food.
Well, duh, we're a tavern. Of course we're gonna make it a good food.
Of course. I just, wow. Sorry, we've been on the road for a while now. We haven't exactly had the best food. A lot of places. Or, well, pet food in general, because
Oh, poor
mostly on
dears.
travel rations. See months without pie.
Oh, you poor baby. Maybe we'll say.
I'm a grown
I feel like Mary is
man.
border. I feel like Mary is borderline about to make another pie.
It's funny, but she's being sincere.
Like, they have to just go, I am a grown man.
Um,
Mary's going to take like her apron and like use it to wipe some of the pie smear off his face.
Thank you. For 3 months without proper pie.
So I assume you're looking for a room for the night?
Yes, actually. Do you have a spare room?
Aye, we do. You want one room or two?
Uh, let's take a double room. It'll be cheaper.
Alright, one bed or two.
The 2 beds, please.
Alright.
oh god. We're making these grown men just like it's great. This is going so swell. uh I'm gonna go up the stairs to like prep the room essentially, fluff it up and everything.
Yes, of course. So, Brib, you head upstairs. As the rest of you are continuing to talk to your customers. Brib, you come upstairs.
Yep, because I'm gonna freshen up their room and make it nice before they go in for the night, essentially.
Yeah. So you go upstairs, freshen up the room as Mary and Giuseppe. You hear about how these two have been traveling for the last 3 months, uh, trying to investigate a rumor they heard from nearby. Well, not nearby, but
Oh,
they heard from
a
up north.
rumor, eh?
Yeah, we heard from up north about well, we heard rumors about a bear off apparently down here, which is highly unusual.
Well, that's the name of the tavern, isn't it? The Belly of the Badass. What would we be doing within the Belly of the Badass the tavern without a badass?
Yeah, Brib is gonna pipe up. Yeah, Morticia.
As he just
These people are like probably some sort of hunters who they were planning to make this their big claim.
wait,
So you know what? You get arrested for tonight. You can meet her tomorrow.
what?
Mhm. She asleep now. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Oh, perception check. We still I haven't. I don't ever take that necklace off unless it's like to shower. So I always have that on. Does
I
anyone
already
else
rolled
have
the
it on?
perception checks. They failed.
Oh, okay.
They're too stunned by the amazing food.
Fantastic.
I have a question. What season is it?
Uh, it is still spring.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It is early to mid spring. Yeah, about mid spring at this
Okay.
point.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Let's see here. Blah blah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Sure. when I read the sign, I thought that was just a neat little bit of marketing.
Is
Oh,
marketing.
Morticia is very neat.
Very, very cuddly.
Cuddly?
We'll show tomorrow. Trust.
I see. Come on, Cha Cha Ta. We better get some sleep as he picks up his friend. Such goodbye. I don't want to leave. We're not leaving. We're simply going to bed.
Morning pie. I'll say so that it's within earshot of him, so that he's not super bad.
Yes.
Hey, we can
Like,
use
I'll
some of the
direct
leftover fish. Make a fish pie for breakfast.
a fish pie.
Could you roll perception, Giuseppe?
Oh.
I'm not deceiving him, am I?
No,
Oh,
just,
perception.
yeah, perception.
Perception. That's a bad one. A total of 2.
uh,
Jesus Christ.
So you don't notice. Blib, could you roll perception?
Perception, sure. What is my perception? I'm not seeing that.
Okay.
I got a
no
nat one.
no one notices as Mary tries to successfully stifle her gag.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled a nat one.
Like, not gonna lie, I'm not really a fan of fish pie either.
You said it, and my Brib will just kind of look over at you very slowly, just. So they go up. That means I guess we'll all take it in for the night.
Yes. Yes. If you guys wish, you may go. You may tuck in for the night.
That is what I will do then.
And I feel like that'll be a pretty good little place to stop for today.
Mm-hmm.
How did you guys enjoy today's session?
No, this
So,
was marvelous.
This is really.
I feel like we.
You guys have a small army of dwarves now.
I think we got a problem, is what we have. The problem being that we're just like not giving up on having people. Like it's just like no, we're keeping them.
Well, you see that's Mary's trait. The more the merrier. She will always take the option of more people.
Remember, part of the campaign is you guys regrowing the town of Barton.
I would say we're succeeding tremendously.
I think we're succeeding a little bit more than anyone was expecting.
No, definitely.
Imagine because
we're gonna turn it from Barton to Barcastle.
Barcastle.
Because hear me out. Grandpa Hoy will have to pay like a tithe or whatever of the town's production to the crown. So imagine when suddenly just this huge amount of wealth from the no-name Barton comes in next time they're due.
Oh my god, yeah, the tithe when that gets due and we're just like, yeah, here's 50 gold. Huh?
Oh no. It's not in gold like that. It's of what you produce. So it's like, here's the B or here's the now there will be some gold for some situations, but it's largely in goods.
Yeah. A tithe is largely in goods, things like alcohol, meats,
Grains.
pies. Like, depending on what exactly your town.
So we will be giving
produces.
honey, and as soon as we get it'll just be a boatload of stuff as well, gold, because there will be that. But yeah,
the king is just gonna be very pleased and shocked. Oh god, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Blib,
repeat,
do you have any feedback for the
most
Feywalker Kenku?
surprised.
No.
Mm-hmm.